Hello. Oh, okay. There's the game. We got it. Anyway,
We got
hello.
it?
We
We got
got
it.
it. I unmuted, I think. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy New Year. We didn't do one at the end of December because the team was on break, but we're back. We got double the amount of questions to get through. But my name is Nick, aka Goknek. I'm the project and development lead of mmod here with some of my lovely team members to answer your
Not that
burning question. What? There's some burning questions that you have about the game, about what we're going to be doing with the game, etc. We got some fun stuff to show. Specifically, one feature that I've been really excited about. Related to multiplayer, and yeah, I think you guys might like it too. But anyway, we'll go down the list, our relatively short list. We do have Panzer joining in a bit too, but we'll get going on the questions and showing off some stuff here in a sec. But yeah, who's with me on this call?
Oh, Mac.
Okay, it's me, Mac. I usually work on tooling for this game and a bit of mapping as well.
Heck yeah.
I'm Tom. I do website and the UI and tooling as well,
Heck yeah.
amongst other things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess you could talk about that tooling if you'd like. Our first usual
what's
question.
everyone been up to? Yeah, all right. I'll do the first bit.
Yeah.
I've been lumping Lumper. Lumper's our new tool. That I hadn't worked on for a little bit. Because doing other stuff and going back to Lumper for the last like week or so. I've just released 1.0. I say me. I mean other people have worked on stuff. So the most last week has just been me because I've been grinding Lumper stuff. Lumper 1.0 is there in Twitch chat if you want to try it out. It's a little program. We're not going to show it off this Q&A. We might do a bit of map boarding next Q&A. We'll see. We have sort of guidelines that we've been writing. I spent about an hour just sitting on the sofa writing map guideline stuff this afternoon, but they're unfinished, and it would be better to show it off when that's a bit more finished. But the program's pretty good, and it's got like an auto updater now. So if you download it now and just extract it somewhere, I've not done like an installer because Microsoft Windows and stuff. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Sorry, please don't swear. Me. But I couldn't be after that. But it does auto update, so you just extract it somewhere. I'm not giving you a Windows installer. Can't be asked. But as long as it's extracted somewhere, every time you launch it, it will check GitHub releases and re-download. So it takes like 10 seconds on my machine to just update.
It's super quick, yeah. It's super quick.
It literally just downloads it and extracts itself, and then overwrites sort of executable, like renames the current executable because you have to do that, and then overwrites it. Anyway, it's got that. Lumper's in a pretty good spot. There's some more stuff coming, but it can do lumpy smiley face. Thanks. Asset packs removal stuff is just in. We've just added that, so like getting rid of like CSS assets and shit, it does that like instantly. It's also like CLI stuff has improved in the last couple of months, so you can do it all just by command line if you want, which is nice. And yeah, we'll show it off more another time. But yeah, that's been a lot of what I've been doing like the last week. I've also been doing a bunch of web stuff and things.
Yeah, the main web stuff has been with map submission and run submission. So getting O10O kind of like connected together. We're still on like figuring out like errors with data showing up in game or errors with data expected by the backend that we're not sending or something. Right? Like there's it's that ugly shit that if we open the game right now again would be really bad for everybody to get in. But once we get all of that done, all of that connected, O10O is ready for everybody.
Well, the one, can I just to add to that in terms of what's everyone up to? I guess we might talk about that more in the next section in terms of yeah, maybe we'll get to it then. Actually, yeah, we'll do when is O10 coming out? We'll do it then.
Yes, yeah, we do actually have a question.
About the next question.
But Lumper specifically, again, this tool is very important for the thousands of maps that we want to add to Momentum. Being able to take a BSP and apply permanent fixes to it that we can just store the final version of that BSP is paramount, right? We don't want to do hacky runtime-esque like, oh, patch the map, live sort of vibe.
What servers tend to do it,
And then also this is part of servers do it. This is also part of the map approval process, being able to remove mounted assets that we can't legally host because it's Valve assets or something, right? Or whatever. So having a tool that's kind of like part of the map submission process that helps with doing a lot of chores that would otherwise be, you know, this like really annoying like 3 different things you got to do across like 3 different tools. Having it all in one that's really easy to use, right, really straightforward, and does a lot of the things we're looking for in map submission is just amazing. And so having a 1.0 release, thank you so much, Tom, and I believe Bird and JPaja and other contributors.
DB Ampersand has done some really good fixes and stuff, and wrote like half the auto updater, who I've not spoken to outside of GitHub.
Yeah,
like pull requests, but it's been great. So
and just amazing work from not just the team, but outside contributors as well, which we also have a question about coming up too. But just amazing work, and this tool is going to be absolutely necessary for it. So again,
what's going to be really nice with Lumper, just to jump on that, is like once people are porting stuff a lot, and if people are finding stuff that's really, really boring, like Lumper is designed as like a Swiss Army knife. We can just keep adding new tools and stuff to it. Like it's got like a base for doing BSP reading, but like if we need to support new lumps, because it doesn't actually support that many lumps, it's mainly just the ones we care about, primarily the entity lump or the backfire lump. We'll talk about that some other time. Like we'll just add stuff. We also have this job system, so you can write jobs. They used to be called tasks, but Classic was programming stuff, so we didn't name them jobs, even though they sound a bit wrong, like stripper job. But
some people need to run a stripper job, you know.
Yeah. So, but jobs are nice because they can be like, you can do a workflow file of different jobs, and they serialize out, and you can run them by CLI and stuff. So you can like do the same stuff on multiple maps and stuff, and it's kind of neat. So, but also stripper configs. Like if you have like we were talking about like a lot of servers, the way they do map patching and stuff is the server just has a source mod plugin called Stripper that just changes stuff in the server, and then the clients like get that. I don't know quite how.
Yeah, it's server side. They just apply a lump basically, or a patch like to the map, and so you get updated.
So they'll just tweak how entities. It's right. It's all entities
because the server sends the entities to the client, so that's how it's server side. But for our game, right, you're loading the whole BSP. You are basically the server, right? So so we need the patched BSP. We don't want to do that weird patching.
So if people
from the
if any server admins or whatever want to give us a stripper configs, like we can just apply the config permanently.
Yes.
Which is neat. So like
yeah, it's incredible work, a very necessary tool. Behind the scenes, we have a lot of work going on. Rio's doing a lot of excellent work around networking optimization. So our current networking model for multiplayer is a little dated, and part of the replay work coincides with lobbies, because realistically, right, instead of recording to a file, you're just networking what you would record to a file for a replay across the internet to another person to play it back, right? So it's very connected there. So that's why it was easy to just kind of like look at what we have and hook it up to the new code around replays. And then Panzer's been doing excellent work with a new feature that I'm really excited to show off. In fact, we could probably just start to show it off.
Let's show that off after. Can I just go back to Rio's thing real quick?
Yes.
Important point there is like with a lot of the Momentum TV stuff, which is replays, Mom TV replays the same thing. Mom TV is new replays, basically.
Yes.
The way that works is by hooking into a lot of networking stuff, or kind of using existing networking stuff. By making those changes, we broke all of our multiplayer. Yeah. That's like the thing, or like partially broke it. Like right now, if you like try to spec people, it's jank. There's weird bugs and stuff, and for a bit of last like month or so, about 6 weeks ago, we sat down and discussed this quite a bit. Like, do we want to? We were wondering if we could, mainly me, because I've been desperate to get a 10 out, but we were wondering, like, can we just kind of patch our current code in a kind of hacky way such that we can still have multiplayer in 010 without doing it properly, which requires wiring it up for Mon TV? And basically the answer is no.
Right. It was a mess to do it. Yeah.
And this is kind of a running theme with 010 is like we have a lot of these really big refactors that kind of touch on other systems, and generally our attitude has been, even though it makes 010 take a lot longer, we want to integrate the other systems with them properly, even if it does slow stuff down a bit. And whilst it makes 010 a real fucking slog, frankly, like it means that like we do stuff properly, and we don't do these like temporary hacks just to get it released out.
Right.
So yeah, I was super worried about the multiplayer stuff taking ages, and it's basically as Rio's like said at the time, like it will probably take him a month, a bit more. He's made a lot of progress so far. It's going really well.
Yeah.
I think it's been about a month now. So in a month from now, we'll see. We might have full multiplayer stuff hooked back up, but maybe not. We'll see. But that's the main technical thing that's blocking O10. And then there's kind of the two big things are the Rio's multiplayer stuff, which is the kind of big final technical refactor. If we have to do another technical refactor, I swear I'm going to bite someone's fucking head off.
No, there's no more expected technical refactors. This is the last one.
Yeah.
For O10.
But then the other thing is like finalizing that map submission and stuff. So lumper stuff, web backend stuff, and then guidelines. I'd love to have had more guidelines. Yeah, which takes so long and it's so boring.
So
but we have
a lot of committee review of everyone just giving input and just making sure it's worded alright.
A lot of Google Docs.
Yeah.
Like in the future, it'll be on like docs.momentum multidocs. We'll move it all over to Markdown, but for now, it's just shitload of Google Docs.
Oh yeah.
Or one big Google Doc that's not had that. Well, I did a bunch of work on it this afternoon, but in the next couple of weeks, we'll be really doing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is we do have a few more tools we want to do, just real quick, that Panda's been doing some work on.
Yeah, and Rio.
Namely the main thing is for stuff that you really need to be able to test out in game. Namely, like changing trigger pushes and certain teleports, where something like a trigger push, changing that to a trigger set speed, which I think is a plan, though I don't know this stuff that well.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me if I'm getting that wrong.
We'll have it in our porting docs. What should be changed.
Doing that, you generally do want to be able to like test it out in game, because it's not necessarily like a complete kind of straightforward one-to-one change. So we'll have some little tools that people will be able to use using ImGUI, which is nice because it's way better than Panorama for that stuff. So, yeah.
Panorama is more like user-facing, I'd say, like more popular like our main menu, our map selector, like our leader, like that stuff is Pano. But like dev tools are kind of like more porting tool stuff that can be kind of more like not ugly, but not as stylized as Pano.
Yeah, exactly. ImGUI is perfect if you want to make like UI for
quick and easy UI. Yeah, that's
like,
perfect for tooling.
Yeah, or an aimbot.
Yes, or hacks. It's very popular in the cheating community. Yeah, but yeah, good point about the tooling there. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. Is the networking is the last technical like overhaul, and then the connection of all of the systems together, as well as documentation with map porting. So. Yeah, it's really like close. Again, no dates that we can set for this. There's a question again on when O10 is coming out. But once we get all of like the technical stuff in and the game client is like actual O10 ready, is when we can start to set a date. Because at that point, we'll know how much documentation's needed, right? Like where we're at for more admin stuff, which is way more time box, right? Like we could say, hey, it'll take us 2 weeks to do this and then push a release date to 3 weeks out or something, right? So we could do something like that. And if documentation isn't done, whatever, right? We can still release the client and finish the documentation during O10 or whatever, right?
Yeah. No, well, I think we'll get like docs partially done, but then we'll probably do another back-end wipe at some point.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of junk maps right now, like fucking, you got a map select, like there's silly stuff like surf, what is this? My game just crashed.
Oh no. All right.
I think I've had that before, though I think it's only the second time it's happened, so that's actually good that it seems replicable.
Did you get a thing submitted? Crash report?
I didn't, because I'm confident I can replicate it. I don't know, write it out right now.
Yeah, we got some weird crashes and stuff that we'll iron out.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Oh my god, Sentry is so good for this stuff. Good old Sentry.
Just crashes too. It's really nice. Anyway.
Oh my god, Sentry's done a lot for us. Yeah.
As for other members on the team, back to this question, Vortex has been working really hard on our player model. We're going to be getting our player model designed by Ethan False on our team in game for O10. That is a plan, because we're going to be. I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. So our next main feature that I really want to show off is roaming lobbies. So speaking of networking, one of the features that Panzer's been working on is something called roaming lobbies. This has been
just joined, by the way.
Hey, good timing.
Just joined.
Yeah,
also Slidey worked on that.
Oh yeah. So, Slidey got the initial implementation done. And then Panzer took over and finished it up and added kind of more of the like O10 related features like game mode and like metagame mode and stuff like that. But So we're going to be showing that off today, kind of showing you what that's going to look like. I'm really excited. Again, the game's buggy a little bit still and crashes a bit. So if that happens, you know, just cause some slack a little bit. But it's really exciting because the networking, I guess, recapping this before we dig into it, the networking of this game is optional. You do not have to play with other people to play the game. That's how it's always going to be. However, right, people are used to joining servers in order to play maps and seeing other people on the map that they're currently playing. So one of the features that we can use from Steam with lobbies is we can have lobbies that exist only on specific maps and only for that map as you play it. So if you go to your map selector, right, and you see, hey, Surf Omnibus, that looks really fun. What's this? Little indicator. Oh, there's 2 people currently on this map. This can show you, hey, there are people on this map that you can actually go and play with. And if I do that, if I join that, oh wait, there we go. I got the zones. You can then, hopefully this does not crash. I mean, we'll see. Doing it live is always fun. But this allows you to just kind of join a map and hang out. I'm back at the start. Wait, are you guys at the start zone or the start of the map?
No. I'm coming over. I'm here. Hello.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
on
have, we don't have the name panels anymore. Or did I turn
Again,
them on?
multiplayer is really broken.
It's fucked. Anyway,
this is the stuff Rio is doing. Multiplayer is like we wanted to show off roaming lobbies, but the stuff that's broken we know is broken. Don't worry.
yeah.
Also the models. I think Replay Ghost will use the models, but not
No,
player models or multiplayer ones.
Multiplayer is going to use them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean just not currently. Can you do
Oh,
mom player
gotcha.
model new in console 1? Mom_player.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. The lobby goes.
If you do a
okay,
go press tab and then do like set any run as comparison.
Yeah.
And then start doing a run.
Oh, is that?
Oh, I just
crashed it.
What have we done?
Comparison runs break
That's
the
a bit
game.
concerning.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So I won't do that. But anyway.
Oh God, what happened?
I said a comparison run and it crashed. But it's okay. We will fix these crashes. But the idea, so while my game boots back up, the idea behind this is that you will be joining a multiplayer lobby that only exists on that map, to have a resemblance of joining servers or kind of having random community on random maps that you can play. These are different. Roaming lobbies are different from hosted or like manual hosted lobbies because they are specifically on that map, and when you leave that map, you'll leave that lobby. But these hosted lobbies in the drawer here, you can create and go across any map, right? Invite whoever. You can even have it be public, like Nathan's lobby here. You know, like, so you can still join multiplayer optionally, right? So like the roaming lobbies will be optional. You can choose not to join it. You can choose to join public lobbies or friends lobbies. You can be invited to invite only lobbies. In the future, we may have like dedicated server kind of lobbies that are more kind of traditional, like you throw it on a Linux box, host it, and can do, you know, like tournaments or whatever we're going to use them for. It's mainly going to be like clans or like bigger multiplayer experiences. But lobbies, right, are just such a key feature of this game that just allow you to interact with other people if you want to. And that's the biggest like pro, I'd say, over, right? Like you can choose a map and play on it and see people if you want to. You can leave it if you don't want to. You can toggle it off if you never want to. Right, having that option around being able to see or play with other players is really powerful. So yeah, so now that I'm in this lobby with Nathan, yeah, it would not join the roaming lobby that's on Omnibus, but
So Massog just asked in chat. So if I'm in a lobby with other people and join a map that's a roaming lobby, which takes priority? The lobby you're already in.
Yeah,
like
the lobby you're already
it's purely if you've got the roaming lobby thing enabled and you join a map and you're not already in a lobby, put you in a roaming lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now there's not good UI for it and it's all a bit confusing. Like I think I'm on the Omnibus one, but it's just behaving like a regular lobby and it's got different people on other maps because we've not. Oh my god, is that real Scar? But we'll put
shit.
it will be in the UI better in the future. Like the this is
real.
like
Let's go.
this is sick.
Yeah.
This is like a map that I'm very fond of. I really like
Omnibus is
the
fun.
map Scar. And I was thinking of like a new surf map. Also, I don't play new surf maps because I only ever play Momentum, and we don't have any maps. I just know stuff from like pre-2013. So this was like a map I decided about. But yeah, sick. I like this map.
Seal of approval.
We can show off run comparison ghosts, by the way. If you just set a time on course 1 Gok and then reload the map, you'll be able to see your little guy.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, that's
so like
true.
instead
Okay,
of going into the hole at the end of stage 1, just dance around a bit on the end platform and then go down so that we've got something to look at.
Yeah.
And then yeah, just reload the map and it should be there hopefully.
Wait, just restart will work, right? So go to stage 1,
yeah,
then
so-
restart the whole map.
I don't know if it'll load.
I think that will
Yeah,
work.
it's
No,
submitted. I
restart.
heard the thing. So now
Okay,
just
now
go
restart.
back to the start.
Restart and then start doing a run.
Okay. I don't see him.
No, start doing a run.
Yeah, you have to restart the map, I think, for it
Okay,
to load.
Okay, I have to reload the entire
As
map.
in reload the entire map, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Why is that?
That's weird. That's just a hook that we haven't like probably hooked up to yet. Because if you submit a new comparison, we probably load comparisons on like map load. So yeah, that's just something we need to hook up to.
I'm on video, but I don't see myself on the screen.
Oh yes, let me hook you up there. I also do not see my guy again. Do I have to like set it?
I want to say you need
to do automatically. Is there a?
All right, I manually
set
it. Oh, there
Can you get a
goes. There he goes. I had to manually do it because I only did stage 1. I didn't do the whole map.
Why are you yellow?
I don't know why I'm yellow. Don't worry.
It uses my guy was green as well.
Not yet implemented.
That's really funny.
There he goes.
We do want to have. We'll make it so the trim on the model is changing. So yeah, so this is the run Nick just did.
Yeah,
he looks so tiny.
He's so small.
Yeah,
he's such a
I love
piglet.
it. Little child.
Little baby version of you. But yes, that is our new player model. I don't know why it's yellow. Ignore that.
We'll let you customize the trim. It'll show up in like first person and stuff as well. So like the blue stuff, you can set that to whatever color. We'll do that. Not the whole thing. So
Dr. Nick, I think your game crashed because we're constantly updating the replay file format. So maybe you tried to load like an old version.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I tried to load the one that was on the leaderboard.
Yeah, that's probably the reason why.
Yeah,
I'm not sure it is.
Look at him go. Anyway,
I don't know. I've just set time, so maybe try loading my demo, Tom, and see if you crash.
I do something else. I reckon I can find a crash like right now.
Oh, the lobby works? What?
Yeah.
I've never even seen this menu.
It's a
Oh, there's just a gun floating in the ground after I set Mac as my comparison.
Oh, that's a bug.
Wait, why? Okay, that's really weird.
Oh wait, no, Mac's.
I think the issue.
Unless I'm just faster than
already
you.
fixed.
Yeah, I'm just faster than you.
I don't see your guy. I did set. Oh.
You'll have to face forwards. I'm just too speedy.
Okay. Well, I don't know why.
So just to be clear, so the idea here is like we'll have a system where you can like have it auto compare. If you want to like automatically like compare to group 4, for instance.
Yeah.
Like on any map, like if that's kind of roughly the time you're aiming for, like you can just set it and it'll just pick that, and it can just do any run on the leaderboard. In the future, we'll probably do multiple at a time. I really like how Trackmania does it. Trackmania has like region-based stuff.
Yes.
Like it goes from like a specific region.
Yeah.
What's great with MomTV and having this stuff in now is like now that we've got the base technology, doing the ghost, like no offense Panzer, but like the ghost stuff is relatively easy compared to all of the serialization and stuff and back end. Well, it's not even back end. It's just the MomTV work that Rio's done. That's like just so crucial to all of this. And it's such a good foundation for all of it.
Yeah, and if you hear very closely, you can actually hear like footsteps and things.
Oh,
so we
yeah,
are
like
simulating this entity like properly now.
Yeah.
The old replay format was just kind of just showing you roughly where they were, so it was just position and like angles and stuff.
Can we go to like jump beef?
Yeah, we can go to
jump beef.
Yeah.
Because this is like my favorite thing.
And you'll see
real quick. Do we want to show off the ramp, the spine bee hopping thing that we?
Let's go back to that just while we're on MomTV, but we'll show spine stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still on Omnibus, but
okay.
So is it just bunny hopping on the spine, or?
Yeah, we added like a minimum thickness to the areas that you can bunny hop in. So if you're bunny hopping on a spine, it's not thick enough, so it will prevent you from getting speed from bunny hopping.
I don't know if I can show it off. I'm not that
It's a little tricky on this stage. Stage 3 is probably better.
So I forget
okay.
what the policy. The policy is going to be. You can do regions or
Ooh.
zones or something for opt-in spine b-hops. Like Syria again last gets like an opt-in. Like you can spine b-hop. That is the plan, right? But by default you can't. And so porters and new mappers will have to specify stuff, which can be done, I think, either for zones or entities, or it should definitely be not just a zone thing. We'll have an entity for it, I'm sure. If not, we will, because that's dumb if we don't.
This map's interesting because it has this part right here that I can probably abuse a little bit. Oh wait, no, actually.
Yeah, but like just try and do it with the booster and just check that like it's not.
Yeah,
like,
there's a boost at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boost at the start slows you right down. So yeah. So.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
you
can place region or like manually specify, hey, this is allowed for maps that you're porting.
That seems to be the consensus from mappers, especially in surf. I mean, obviously the main surf thing is. In fact, this is entirely a surf thing. Like in b-hop, we don't have this. I don't think.
Yeah.
That it should be opt out. Oh, sorry, opt in. If you want to be able to b-hop, you have to do a zone for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get Panzer's.
Oh, I'm glad this thread says it's probably one of the coolest features. I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And how are we doing this? Is it just like a trace and something? I didn't read
this.
No more.
It's just Panzer.
Yeah, it's just Panzer now. Sorry.
Oh God, what have you done?
No,
This is a black screen.
There you go. There you go. Don't worry about it. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Back to your scheduled programming. But yeah, no, it's really cool.
I see what you mean, Tom. The fucking player model on RJ is so goofy.
Oh yeah, let's go look at
Someone was asking about a
Yeah.
skateboard, and we basically have that, or it's more like a kind of like a
No,
broomstick.
my game crashed, changing the game.
Is that still happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, submit the thing. I think Rail has a fix for this.
Okay.
And it's something the util const string does some silly stuff. Who needs safety in languages?
Yeah. What?
Just crash.
Novel concept.
Just got a nice bug that I found as well with this ghost is for some reason when I have a comparison run, if I shoot my shotgun, green blood just splatters all over the walls. So there you go. That's something new.
I like that. RJB.
Oh, we should probably.
It genuinely does look like a skateboard.
The UX for oh my god, the UX for downloading zones should probably still use the play button for like download progress instead of just pop-ups.
Oh, it shouldn't be happening frequently though.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't want to write the fucking stuff for it, and it was just like.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's very rare. It's more maps in progress though, like beta. That'll be really annoying.
Well, in those, that's only going to happen if it doesn't have to download a new BSB as well.
This is also showing off. Wait, we're just playing the game at this point. We have a ton of questions to get through, but I'll show off the player model on this and then spectate. Oh wait, I can't spectate.
Yeah. Also, the other massive thing to show. Do a whole run on this, Nick, and then go back and we'll watch the stage with the shotgun door you have to open.
Oh,
I show this off a lot. I was talking to Ria about this and like how much I love showing this off because this is like. The more you know about Source, the more impressed you'll be when you see what it does. It's really fucking cool.
And something you'll note is above the timer, you may see two different things popping up there. We do have support now for. This is part of the zone refactor. Zones can have checkpoints, or sorry, stages can have sub checkpoints. Yeah. So this in this mode, it's courses, right? With
it will change. We're going to rename it to course at some point. I think it's literally just like a ternary in a few places in Panorama that we have to do. So we'll absolutely be calling them courses. Also, just to know is that you can do this in any mode because why not? If you want to do a surf map with long stages, why not give it checkpoints? Like, there's not like you might as well. You mean you get better splits, right? You get better comparisons, nice big graph at the end, that kind of stuff. You can just do that.
Killing it on RJ today. Let's go. I love
including like non-required checkpoints and like unordered stuff. We spent a lot of work getting that right, which is a pain in the ass, but good work.
I guess I already kind of spoiled something though with the The platforms that aren't quite moving, we can now have moving platforms in each map. Though realistically, we want them to be sort of consistent. So like having it be maybe when you hit like the platform that you're gonna start the stage or start the
well, no, they'll just
area.
restart on like when the run starts, so like the
or
main
something
run.
like that. Yeah.
I guess with stages that might be a bit weird actually. If you have a stage map with, not sure how that's gonna work. Doesn't that cause an issue? Like if you want to do a stage run and something that's got moving platforms,
So
like,
it would have to be at the start of the stage, like it'll set to a specific thing.
Yeah, I think that should be fine. But yeah, but also stuff like Funk Breakable. If you wanted like breakable glass, stuff like that, you can do that. And obviously, with us being fundamentally single player, that works fine. But okay, so the thing Nick's just doing, we'll come back to this stage and show in a replay.
I need to get around the corner. My lack of RJ skill is showing here.
And like a lot of the kind of features we're talking about here, by the way, seem maybe a little bit like over the top in how fancy they are, but fundamentally we need this for AC. Like anti-cheat just doesn't work if you don't have a way of reliably replicating this stuff.
Yeah, all of this run data. Yeah.
And yeah, load exactly like any basically the map resets in every sense, or that's the plan. There's some entities that aren't hooked up to it, but it should be possible for every bit of entity state on a map to reset when a run resets.
There we go.
Like everything. So breakable glass, movable stuff, all that kind of thing. And because it's single player, like people in your lobby can't affect that, right? That's just completely consistent. So
and then when you spectate somebody, you'll get their entity states as well. So now you won't see people just clipping through a fucking door or something, right?
Yeah.
It is just such an awesome fucking feature. Again,
stuff that we need for AC. So we've this has been something that's like kind of been on the horizon for a really long time, and so but Mom TV is basically all of this.
Yes.
And we spoke about Rio a lot here, but this is all kind of Rio's brainchild. It's like a really complicated technical thing, but and it kind of works by network data basically, and serializing network data in clever ways. And
there we go.
Being able to control the whole engine. So let's go back to the replay.
Oh god, the leaderboards need. All right, yeah.
There's jank there. So if watch the replay that you just did.
Yeah.
So first off, we'll see that rockets now work. That's nice. That's something we've only just watch replay. That's something we don't have in 09 whatever. Yeah. But it should work for like every entity, so conks and stickies and stuff will work. But now let's just get forward to that stage I was talking about. So it'll be about 3/4 of the way through.
Oh, I think this is
the shotgun door.
Yeah.
It's much further than that. It's like 2/3 at least.
It's the jump after this, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So first off, the door works, but then.
Yeah, it's this one. Yep.
Oh, another thing we've not done yet, we will hook the replay controls up to stages. If you go on we have this like temporary deploy of our new front page site, which I guess I can link in Twitch chat. This is the one thing where like I made like a lot of fake UI for this site, but if you go in here and look at like the replay UI there, this is what it will look like in the future, where like it's going to split up the bar into like into the different stages. But okay, once Nick eventually does that, okay, the door opens, but now go back. And like go back, like I think there's a key. Let me quickly find out what one it is.
Oh, not that one.
You press space to pause and then just like tap Q. And that will go back like a frame. I think it's like VLC does.
Okay.
So go forward a little bit. Okay. And hit this, and then just pause. Hey, resistance. Okay.
Oh, we will have better UI around this.
Yeah.
Bar,
again, we'll be able to like.
Yeah.
Okay, so now just like spam Q, just hold Q. Don't play, just Q. But look at the door. That door closing backwards is the hardest thing you've ever seen the Source engine do. Like that's the coolest thing Source has ever been able to do.
Yeah.
Like it's not that, but like thinking of like replays are kind of fancy demos. Or like lightweight demos, but that they can do this, that they can be moving the entity state backwards like that.
Yeah.
It's not moving backwards, it's not playing the game backwards, but it's like it's just going back a frame and it's doing it super fast.
Yeah.
This is like just a culmination of Rio being a genius. I love this. I love that this works. This is one of the things
interesting that E to go forward does a little like smooth like movement, but
Oh,
Q
does
is
it?
very
Okay.
jerky.
Yeah,
I guess
think
it's
we
harder
should
to
disable-
insert.
It's like
I think we should
interpolated.
disable the interpolation on those frames.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The replay UI we can really improve quite a bit, and we absolutely will because we love this UI. Like I said, like on the site I just linked, we'll have this like cool like fancy progress bar thing that we'll make for like splitting out courses or stages, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Replays. Oh, I can't. We're gonna have so much fun with replays and
yeah.
getting the UI for that improved. I can't wait. But like, yeah, being able to store all this stuff and like if there's some entities that aren't hooked up yet, but we literally just need to like add some code for networking the entities, right? And that's it.
And then now, if I do another run, we'll see my ball.
Oh yeah.
He's
You'll get your little guy.
surfing on it. Vortex is working on hooking up animations for
Yeah,
firing and
better.
everything, so they will absolutely be better in the future.
Yeah.
But they are tiny. They're little boy. they're your little
We're gonna make a
boy.
lot of effort on the anims, like
Yeah.
stuff like surf ramp anims. We're really interested in. If Vortex has the time and we've got some programmers that are available, we'll look into like surfboarding stuff and fancy stuff. It'll be fun.
But yeah, that's why he's like crouching and running on his right now. Because
But look at like the rockets work. Like you can
Yeah.
see the rocket.
Yeah. Here, let me show this. It's a little hard because I do kind of more.
Oh, wait,
yeah, but
can you see the rockets or
Yeah,
just
you
explosions?
can.
I think you should.
Yeah. But I don't ever shoot too many.
He's just
Yeah.
running.
He's just going. Small momentum, man. There he goes.
But yeah, but this is such a funny thing to show because, like, again, like the ghosts themselves are relatively easy. It's just all this partly networking, all this like technology that's powering the door doing that stuff and the ghost doing the stuff. Like this is all the same thing. This is like this very big, very complicated system that took Rio, I guess, best part of like a year to write. Like it's because it's really having to do a lot and it's having to understand a lot of stuff really, really well. But this is just, I love this because this is like why engine license is important for us.
Yes.
As much as it pains me to like that not have like open source C++ stuff, like we just could not do this without engine license. Like there's all sorts of very fancy things going on.
Are there people in the lobby that I can't like physically see because they're like invisible? There was like rockets shooting here that was.
Oh,
I think the demos are currently saving the comparisons, are saving everyone's rockets, but only your player model. I think is what's happening.
Oh,
That's not good. That's a really funny bug.
We'll have to fix
Alright.
that.
Yeah, if you can report
Yeah,
that.
I noticed
on
it when
game.
I was watching the stream a second ago. I was like,
That's
oh, there's
really
like
funny.
there's
There's,
an
like,
invisible
extra-
guy that's
Yeah.
climbing up that wall.
Yeah, look. Yeah, see there. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh my god. Okay, well that's a bug that we'll iron out as well. Again, this is all what we're talking about. It's all functional. We're figuring out the weird shit internally, fixing that, and then Ota knows you guys are just gonna enjoy all of the polish. And hopefully.
I mean, I don't know. We'll definitely have some jank, but yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no. it's an ongoing thing. Oh, there he goes. No. Fuck. Get back. All right. Anyway, we got questions to answer. Let me
this is like my favorite feature to show off.
Yeah.
It's so because there's
And
so much
roaming lobby is
underpinning it,
working.
like you need. Yeah,
It's insane.
Now we just need to be able to spectate in them to actually make them
Yeah, 'cause
usable.
I know we kind of.
And again, so these two things we've been talking about, like the Rio is currently doing the multiplayer side of MomTB, such that specking will be less fucked. That's what he's currently doing. That's the main technical thing that's holding O10 back right now. Besides bugs and stuff like this, so we'll have some bugs on release. I mean, it's not full game release. It's still just a beta milestone. So, but yeah, but we can definitely do multiple replays at once. That is a plan. Right now, the code would need some refactoring, but the plan is to be able to. At least I really want to do it. I think Rio is a bit apprehensive about it, but we should be able to do it. Of show multiple ghosts at a time, if you want to.
Yes. Yeah, that's a really cool Trackmania feature where you can just kind of like you see like cars like pooling everywhere. Like it's so cool. So to have that and just to see like kind of like, oh, here's a group 1 time, here's a group 2 time, here's a group 3 time, you know, like have that distinction visually like in your game so you can see where you're actually lining up for your
I think
PB.
for like linear surf in particular is really nice. Like for low tier linear stuff. Like, works really, really well.
All right, cool. Let's move to our first ask question here. I'll just keep playing, I guess, because I can't spec. It's no worries. a lot of these are going to be really easy, quick questions too. So,
Mike, do you want to read? Because otherwise, we don't want to have
I
another.
don't have the thing open. Give me a second.
I'll do it. I'm just worried we'll have another.
Yeah, you can do the you can do the first question. I'll get the thing up.
Finja. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Finja, will it come out soon? We've been kind of talking about this. Like, I feel like we can.
yes.
With this, the stuff that's currently we're currently blocking us is porting guidelines and finalizing porting stuff. Tooling work for that. That's made a lot of progress recently. It was Lumper 1.0. Panzer's been doing some of the in-game stuff. Then this multiplayer stuff that Rio's working on. Rio's been making really good progress. A lot of it's about testing it well, and it's just because you need kind of multiple clients running at a time. One thing that Rio's done that's really cool is written a system where you can just do a bunch of stuff in game and then write that all out, like that network data out to a file, and then just play it back, and it will play it as if it was happening in real time. That's really helpful for testing.
Super helpful, yeah. Oh.
Testing multiplayer is just inherently quite annoying, but there's progress there. Some of the lobby code we're cleaning up a bit, especially with roaming lobbies coming in.
Yeah.
We really want to. Some of the lobby code's a bit crap, so there's been some cleanup going on as we go.
Yeah.
Our multiplayer stuff has so much potential that we need to be doing more with at the moment. I think the UI could be a lot better. A lot of people just don't know the draw and the rights that exists. Roaming lobbies are going to improve stuff a lot. Right now, you can't see a whole lobby list of players. You can't see the players in a lobby until you join it because Steam API is crap. The Steam API is crap. Yeah. There's actually a way to do it that turns out that the way that CS:GO and Dota do it. I guess I won't say specifically just because it's NDA code, but they have a way of doing it.
It's using the lobby data. Like there's a lobby data metadata. You can just shove them in there. It's not. That's not a secret. That was like one of my hacky things to do. Oh shit! That was the wrong gun. But yeah.
So how big a roaming lobby can be is a really good question. I'm just going to get to that straight away while we're here.
Yeah.
It's kind of up to us in terms of what we think is good user experience, right? So if
we don't want it to default to like 200 people because then it's just a mess.
We also do need to stress test lobbies more because it's all peer-to-peer. You have to network a lot more than a typical server would.
Yeah.
We want to see how it performs, and we don't necessarily want to spend a ton of time optimizing for 64+ player lobbies because those tend to be a bit crap anyway. But we'll see, and we're staying open to big lobbies. The default for roaming lobbies, I think the plan was 24. That gets complicated because then on really popular maps we need to have multiple roaming lobbies at once, and then the UI UX gets hard because if you're in one roaming lobby and you're chatting to people and then you get disconnected for some reason, you crash, we've been crashing a bunch, and then you want to rejoin, then we need to have a way to get you back into specific roaming lobby. So my hope then, I think we've agreed on this, is to have the lobby UI will show those roaming lobbies for the map you're on if there's multiple, but it gets kind of complicated. So roaming lobbies for 10 is going to be really pretty basic.
Yeah, once you join the map, it'll show you can
Yeah. And the map selector can show those multiple roaming lobbies in the map info page and stuff as well. But the stuff we're getting for 10 is pretty basic. We kind of just want to get people trying them out, and especially with Rio doing a lot of this work, kind of just improving the general lobby code as he goes through this Mom TV hookup stuff. Well, we're going to come back and think about multiplayer a lot after 10. It's something a lot of us are kind of itching to talk about, whilst I'm itching to get 10. Well, we're all itching to get 10 out, but it's very it's so easy. We're spending quite a lot of time talking about multiplayer stuff because it's fun and interesting. But at the same time, we're not committing to big meetings and design stuff and even writing that much code besides the basic roaming lobby stuff, just because 10 is more important. But we're definitely going to work on it a lot. So how big it can be, for now, 24, but maybe we'll try it bigger if people want a larger one, but we'll see. But then how big a general lobby can be, we'll see. We might put a limit on it for 24 for now. But
so intimidating.
Larger ones.
I'm not used to having a guy down my neck right now. No, I'm good.
Cocky little
surfboard.
But yeah, so 10 is pretty close, but it's always the multiplayer stuff being done and porting stuff being done is our main thing right now. And there shouldn't be much after that, but yeah. Again, as always, the more technical stuff we do have to bring into 10 just to get everything to work, the more progress we're making towards 1.0 anyway. This would be stuff we're doing at some point. It's just slowing down 10 a bit. But it would have to be done before 1.0 anyway, so not the end of the world. Should we move on?
Did we answer the actual question? Yeah, we'll go to the
next
next
question. Will it come out
question.
soon? I'm kind of answering it. Soon. Yeah, it will come out soon.
Yeah, soon.
We don't have a date. Soz.
Do you want me to start reading questions then, Tom?
Yes.
Real quick. Do you guys want to try climb?
Yeah, let's try it out.
Should we move on to Climb?
Yeah.
Climb 1.6.
Yeah, I'd recommend Cell Block. That's a pretty good beginner map.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Climb's in a funny spot. We're not sure how much Climb will have for 010. Depends on how much game chaos gets done, and we'd quite like to not have all 3 modes. It might just be 1.6. That's a lot of zones. No, there's not very many zones, Nick.
Minus 2 billion.
Barely any.
I mean, honestly, I just gotta start making some zones. What the ... So we currently have we currently have KZ 1.6 movement in. So this is based off of the CSS or that's that CS 1.6 style of movement. So gold source. There's some stamina, I think, so you can't really like easily bunny hop, but oh yeah, here we go. But yeah, I guess going on to wait, did we already talk about this question?
Oh
no, I was about to read it, and then we started talking about KZ.
Let's just play some KZ and then.
Next question comes from Squirrel, who asks, "What's the biggest impact thing an outside contributor can help with code-wise before/after 010?
So the biggest thing an outside contributor can help with code-wise is always our open source repositories. Oh my god, that's not where you go. My bad. I keep fucking up. Also, there's checkpoints, and I'm not using them because I'm trying to do a
Oh shit,
mode.
there are.
But yeah, you can press Z.
What?
But yeah, you can
checkpoint menu's not working.
And then you can.
It's mom show menu or something. What is it? Show menu.
HUD menu show, I think.
HUD menu show. Game cursor. I didn't know this. There's HUD menu. Wait. I think it's auto completed. Climb TP menu. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's it. But the
with a really fancy customizable menu system that is terrible for version control.
We go over there. Yeah, I've never really done 1.6 KZ before, so I'm sorry if there's people like do a double duck or whatever. And I'm like,
yeah. So open source stuff. The main open source stuff we have is our website repo, which is all TypeScript, and it's our backend and Angular front end. So backend is in Nest.js, TypeScript, Fastify stuff, and front end is in Angular. That stuff is quite a big repo, and there's just quite a lot to get into, especially when you think about like if you're doing back end work, we expect tests as well. And so if you've got like TypeScript web dev experience, definitely something people can contribute to. But if you don't, then it's just quite a lot to learn at once. Not that that's not possible, but it's just something where like a lot of the time, if you want to contribute, like it's nice to be able to get kind of easy kind of first things in and like get some progress. And a lot of that stuff on that repo is quite hard to do for that. After 10, we might have more stuff there. Right now, like it's quite hard to. Sometimes I try to tag issues with like good first issue for people as much as I can.
yes.
So look at the issues board on there. Right now, there's just not that much stuff. Especially because like with 010, it's very much focused on like kind of important milestones we need to hit and stuff to get released. And we don't have that many kind of separate side systems that are kind of less important that no one else has been working on. We should have more of that at some point. We'll have more of that in terms of report system and notifications at some point. Those need some tech specs and us just sitting down and designing stuff more, which we haven't had time to do in a bit. So we might hopefully have more stuff there. A lot of it for like outside contributors is like, I would say the most useful contributors for us are the ones that start contributing and keep contributing, because those people get more informed with those code bases, and at that point, like they often end up joining the team or whatever, and they're no longer really an outside contributor. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because to me is a community thing. Like we're all just people that we're on the team because we work on stuff, right? And if you work on stuff a bunch, you get invited on the team basically, and then you'd have to come to meetings and talk to us, and then that's it. And then you're an inside contributor. Like the main thing I guess we're looking for is people just like if you want to work on stuff right now, you basically need to take initiative with stuff. Like you need to pester people to find stuff to work on. Pester me, and I'll find you stuff to work on. And then it takes a bunch of time, like learning, getting up to speed with those code bases. I'm very happy with those codes. I'm talking about myself too much, but it's because I tend to do the most open source work out of anyone on the team, I guess, because I'm a licensed dev, but I do mostly web and tooling and stuff. So a lot of it is like you just need to like get up in people's shit and just ask them for stuff to do, and then like pick up a project and then kind of just like make it your own. That's what I did when I started doing panorama stuff, and that's kind of how I started becoming a big programmer on the team.
Okay, I can't do this jump. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Are you crouching too early?
I don't
crouching
know.
really kills your air accelerate.
Oh, okay, maybe. Oh, yeah, okay, that might have been it.
Here, I'm gonna try preview camming.
It feels good. This. I like the movement of this. Like it's kind of goopy.
I wish I could inspect it. I guess I'll just watch this.
That is like a tier 3 jump.
It's not hard. I did it first try.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, yes, what Tom was saying, we are very much open to people tackling good first issue issues on our open source boards. That's kind of the best.
You don't have that much.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot.
A lot of the time, like you just have to pester us to find stuff. And if you're really keen, I'll find you stuff. It's just a lot of people say they want to contribute and then do a little bit and then disappear. And so, like,
and that
I'm not going to write you like a full-page Google Doc if you don't. Yeah. And there is stuff that we should be writing more issues for. To be totally honest, it's just, especially with O10, like a lot of the stuff we're working on is very focused. And so it's generally a bit harder to bring in outside contributors for stuff like map submission, for instance, where for some of that, I had a big board of issues and had the kind of easier back-end stuff open to anyone. And we got some contributors doing that. But then the last like 6 months or so has been, most of that easy stuff has been kind of done. And so the people that kind of can contribute at this point are the ones that have already got quite a bit of experience already. So it would be great if we had more good first issue stuff. It's just, O10 has not been that conducive to that. It will get better though.
Yeah, and that's just part of like refactoring everything, which is not something that we want to task new people with. So yeah,
it's not so much. A lot of it is new features, but they're just quite big and take quite detailed specs. And for someone to like start working on it, like they need quite a lot of commitment. And yeah, I don't know.
Would you say Lumper and the website are probably like the main two open source projects that we need help with?
Yeah, I guess there's BSP convert as well, your thing, but that's quite specialized for you, right?
Yeah, the things that I need help with are very complicated.
That's kind of the issue with a lot of our open source stuff in general, I would say. There is Lumper. DB Ampersand, for instance, we talked about before, who I'd never spoken to this person on Discord, but like did a bunch of stuff on the Lumper PR.
Oh no, soft lock.
Soft lock.
Rip.
This would get caught in the map porting process.
You're stuck.
Yeah, that's fine.
You're stuck. Door stuck.
Door stuck.
You just got stuck in the door.
Literally. Damn it. All right, we're fine. I made it back. I did
tell Gamecast.
Yeah.
Tell Gamecast about that.
Oh, that is. Yeah, I remember reading about that too. You move real slow in those.
Oh, yeah, that looks fun.
Yeah. Was there anything else we wanted to add for this?
Well, I have something else to say. I completely forgot. If you want to do Lumper stuff, the UI stuff is somewhat complicated, or is I don't know. It's definitely something people can get into, but takes more time. The UI is harder because you got to learn the library stuff and the UI stuff, which is Avalonia, Fancy. But there's definitely like room for contribution there. But stuff like bugs with the main Lumper lib stuff would definitely be something people could get into. Where Lumper's all C#, .NET, UI is Avalonia, Reactive UI. A lot of it is like if you're really keen on working on stuff and like get in touch with us, just talk to us on Discord, stuff like that. Like the best way for people to start contributing, I'd say, is to be just communicative. And I tend like if for instance, like if you want to start, there's some specific like larger feature that you're interested in working on, but like you don't know quite where to start. I'm very happy like just jumping in a voice call. We spent like an hour or so just like going through that. I can like screen share stuff to talk about it. I really like trying to get new people up to speed. You just got to show that enthusiasm, I guess. And
it really is. Enthusiasm is what drives a lot of this project's development. Yeah. Didn't mean to interrupt. I was just plus oneing.
No. That's basically the extent of it. And again, I really do hope after a 10 we get a bit more general feature stuff spec'd out, and so things like the report system is something that could be getting done by other outside contributors. In fact, we had a few people that were kind of interested in it, and I still just haven't finished writing the spec.
Yeah.
But that's probably going to be me, Nick, and Georgie in particular doing stuff like that. We have a system that is in theory quite basic, but we'd really like to do, but sounds kind of fancy, which is a way of being confident that chat messages are sent by people that say they're being sent by you just using
voice chat moderation is going to be an interesting one though too.
Oh yeah, there's only so much we can do there.
Yeah.
But the main thing is like if you join a lobby and spam the N word, you don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah.
It's like how like you'll just be permanently chat muted, or probably permanently, or at least like temporarily chat muted at first, and then if you do it again, you get permanently muted. Where we don't need to be like super anal about stuff, but a lot of it is just like with such an easy like lobby system where people to join, we just don't want like racist edgelords and stuff. But the thing there, and this is super nerdy, was like realizing, oh yeah, we can actually do a fun little encryption system that means we can know that a chat message that someone sends is sent by that person and not someone else. So you can do a. The other thing is that we have human moderation, which means like as long as someone's willing to read through all this detritus, racist crap, like it's very easy to moderate that stuff and to punish people. So yeah. But again, this is not something super high priority, right? Like this is something we'd like to have for 1.0, but we don't just spend loads and loads of time thinking about report stuff. But we would like to have it. So that's a kind of a good first. Well, like it's a good outside contributor thing for them to work on. It's just we need to get the tech spec fully written up. That being said, if people want to get involved with that and help with the tech spec as well, absolutely do, because obviously it's more interesting to work on if it's something you've been involved with to design, not just implementation. So, yeah, hopefully that's a decent answer. Just to add to that, actually, this was specifically about code-wise stuff, but we are very soon going to have a massive area where people can contribute, which is map porting.
Map porting.
And we're really trying to design that in such a way that you don't need to be a mapper to do it. If you are, then great. And but if you are following guidelines and doing stuff in a sensible way, most maps you should be able to do without having like a really intricate knowledge of specific entity stuff. We might see there might end up being some case of stuff that really does need quite a bit of expertise, but as long as people have been communicative, and with a lot of the case, lots of maps will be really quite easy to do, and this is something that genuinely really benefits the game, and won't be straightforward exactly, but we're going to document it well, and so yeah.
Oh,
big
real quick, can we show off the preview camera? I feel like it's really useful on KZ, especially if you're doing like a no checkpoint run and you want to see like what's around the corner.
What's the command?
It's no clip.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, the work?
Wait, what?
Yeah, my no clip bind just stopped my timer when I tried to do that. So
I did practice. Yeah, it just stopped my timer.
That's practice. That should be safeguarded, but we gotta fix that.
Well, that's okay. As long as I still, I okay. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, can I? Oh, yeah, no, we don't save timer state in checkpoints.
I'm enjoying climb. It's kind of relaxing, isn't it? Just jumping on.
Yeah, right.
It is relaxing on the easier maps. I don't know how people play anything above like a tier 4.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, those people are fucked.
Wait, does no clip work?
Wait,
wait, your timer's disabled, so it's not gonna.
Yeah, it disabled it immediately and didn't even enter me into no clip. But I did mom practice, and I don't know how to remove that.
You get to see a little player model when you enter no clip. He's just standing there.
Okay.
Well, floating there, I suppose.
Yeah, let me try it. Oh, I don't see one.
No, you have to have your
timer on. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, did it ruin my timer? What? How does this even work?
Well, okay. I think I was down here. Yeah, I was down here. All right.
We done with that question?
Yes. Let's move on to the next. Thank you, Squirrel, for asking that.
Next question is from Living Room Set, $799. Is that a good deal? Don't know what's included in
what's
Living
in
Room
the set.
Yeah. Do unofficial maps, beta/private test/locally installed maps still grant cosmetic XP? What about milestone progression?
What is milestone progression?
Is that your level, I guess?
Yeah.
Which is the same thing as
No, yeah.
Which is
No, it
cosmetic.
won't.
XP, yeah.
So yeah, no. Private public beta tests might we might have some
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
yeah,
like even maybe an XP boost for like completing
yeah,
it and
yeah,
submitting feedback to the mapper. So we'll see kind of how to incentivize that. But and it'll quickly drop off so that people don't abuse it, obviously. But like, we really want to prioritize people testing maps and giving good feedback. So yeah, like we really want to have a system where it's like you could get like a bonus XP drop or something upon submitting. Wow, crouching really does fuck your.
We are really like not making any effort with unofficial maps. Like they're going to be really quite limited in momentum. We're making an enormous amount of effort with getting official maps into the game and map submission, and the goal really is to get those maps in. There's not many maps that wouldn't work for if you want to do like Death Run or something like that, and you want to play that with friends, even though that won't work very well in momentum at all. Like that, like you might want to play as an unofficial map or something that's got so much pornography in that you can't even replace the textures. I don't know, like there's just not that
Old
much.
Mappers be horny.
Or something that's really so low quality we don't want it even as an unranked map.
Yeah, there are going to obviously be BSPs that would just
But it's just that like we're just anything kind of back-end related, like unofficial maps have no role in that, and I think that is reasonable given that
given
we're
what
trying
we
to
do
make official
provide
maps
for
be
official
as
maps.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, living room set. Hopefully that answers that. Let's move on to the next.
Next question comes from Dixon, who asks, does Momentum Mod need Steam in order to download, install, and play the game, or would it be possible to also play without Steam? I'm on Windows 7 still, and Steam doesn't work.
All right.
Stop being on Windows 7.
Yeah, first thing first, please get off of Windows 7. It's like vulnerable at this point. It's not an aesthetic thing. If you need to not do Windows, check out Linux. Look into Linux. We have a native Linux build. You don't need to just use Proton for our stuff. You can play on Linux natively. Please get off of Windows 7. Secondly, no, you won't need it to officially play. We'll have an offline mode that you can still enjoy everything you have locally or local maps. But you won't get any progress saved. Like you can get like local replays saved, but we're not going to upload those. We're not going to verify that. If you're offline, you're purely going off of what you have locally and what you can do locally, like with Hammer. So just keep that in mind. It will still be possible to play it because we don't want to we're not adding Steam as DRM or anything crazy like that. But
so much of what we do is just fundamentally built off of Steam. Lobbies use Steam.
Yes.
Our backend authentication uses Steam.
Yep.
Like there's. Sorry, you might have already said that, but
no, there's so much that we use Steam for. So if you can't run Steam because you're on Windows 7, download Linux. If
I'd also just to be clear, like even if Windows 7 does work, currently, like the Steam, I don't even know if our Steam build will work with Windows 7, but even if it does, like it will probably break at some point. I don't know, like. We'll never support Windows 7.
That's a good point. I don't think we support Windows 7 at all. Like I think actually Windows 7 doesn't even.
I think someone was complaining about PDCE not doing that. I don't think Strata will run on Windows 7, and we'll never like. This is another thing with being on Windows 7 still is developers have no reason to care about you, and it's really annoying asking developers, "Can you support Windows 7 for this thing?" No, like Windows 7 is. I don't care how much you hate future version of Windows. That's okay. Yeah, fuck Microsoft. Like, awful company. But like, that's what you get. Like, that's the operating system you're using. You can't just like have a tantrum and just stay on Windows 7. Like, there's people that do this, and it annoys me to no end. I said before the stream that I'd rant about this question. I'm so gonna rant about it. You can't be on Windows 7. It's at least if you're on Windows 7, nobody. No, Vista's fine. Vista's fine. I mean, I still. Yeah. No.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
All good.
I get that like Windows 11 seems to be a lot worse, even though I'm on 11 and I just run a bunch of debloater scripts and don't care. Like it's okay, just because I can't be bothered to mess around with Arch on my desktop. But like, if you do want to do Linux, basic like baby Linux setup is pretty good for a lot of games and stuff, and you could, I guess, dual boot. But like,
Linux has been getting
I don't know, like
really good recently.
This is the year of the Linux desktop.
This
but,
is the year.
But also, like, if you're on a really old machine, like, you probably can't run that many games anyway. So Linux with Proton is probably going to be quite good for, like, really old games potentially, and really new games you probably can't play anyway. Like Nick was saying, he wants to move to Linux, but like one thing is like Fortnite doesn't run on Linux.
Yeah, anything with
but like
anti-cheat, basically.
you're not playing Fortnite anyway, I assume, if you're on Win 7. Like, but yeah, if there are people say there are hardware issues with, but I don't know if there is an issue with 7 and 10 besides the TPL thing or whatever that you can disable. Apparently, I don't know. Like it's yeah. If your computer actually can't run 10 but can run 7, I'd be interested to hear, because most of the people I hear about complaining about it is just a stubborn, like, oh, I don't want to move off of 7 because I like it. And no, that's not how computers work.
So showing off a little bit of the preview there. So once you start your timer and actually use no clip and not practice to nuke your timer, yeah, you got your guy standing there so you can see where you'll end up. It looks like in this mode, he is teleported to the center.
Origin's off.
Yeah,
the player origin.
That's fine. That's
center
something we'll
rather than the feet.
fix.
But yeah, if you jump off and enter no clip at the same time, you'll see your guy still like carries on your momentum.
Oh yeah, let me try
so
that.
Like, yeah,
oh
you
yeah,
can, like,
there he
show.
goes. Yeah. Oh my god, what is my no clip speed?
Oh, have you got? Wait, what is your no clip speed?
Because
this
no
is the
clip
thing.
accelerate 10, no clip
Yeah,
speed 20.
Turn speed down.
20
no,
is quite high,
turn it
yeah.
down. Turn it down, and look. Then you sprint. This is the thing. This is my new feature. We're not showing this off. Look, go in no clip. Look, it's a bit slow. Now sprint fast. This was the thing that didn't work before. If you put your no clip speed, there's an X set the sprint modifier. But if it was greater than 1, it wouldn't change it. And I fixed that. So now you can do it. And we even updated the default. So 5 is the default, right? This is the default no clip speed, but sprint times it by 5. It's so good. If you start doing zoning stuff, like, it feels so good to just be able to like
zoom,
have that like fine control and then zoom, or crouch for really fine control. This is like my favorite little feature. I rarely do game code stuff, but I really enjoy doing this because it makes moving around in no clip so much nicer.
Another thing that we can show off. I mean, this has been a long time coming. Fucking bonus timers. So this is a bonus on this map that's been zoned, so you can grind this. I think left and right only left is zoned. So
it's symmetrical, yeah. So I assume.
One thing just to point out, there's styles we don't fully have, which is like half sideways, non half sideways. One thing that will be a style in climb will be pro mode, which is like when you don't use the TP menu. But then currently you can just use the TP menu whenever.
Yeah.
But in the future, there'll be pro mode. And what will happen is if you do a pro mode run, that run gets submitted to both the pro mode and non-pro mode leaderboard, right? Because
as long as it's a PB,
right. But that we're close to hooking that up. It's just a bit of extra stuff of style stuff, but that'll be fun to do.
But yeah, the idea with the preview cam is that you can be like, okay, now where do I go, right? Even though it's pretty obvious. And be like, oh, I go here, literally on this arrow.
That makes me really happy that I did the no clip movement thing now. No clips, like having a nice no clip is actually important.
Being able to just zoom around. Oh my god.
It's kind of like I wish you could do this doing actual climbing. Panzer, you do climbing, right? Like, wouldn't that be helpful?
I think they're still AFK, but yeah, they do.
Right.
They do.
Panzer the climb. Like, if you could just phase out of your body, just to like see.
What is this jump? Am I just bad? I might be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You did it. Oh wait, no, you have to do the top bit.
Yeah, no. Or do I?
Shall we move on?
No, yeah, no. Okay, you don't have to do the top bit. Never mind. I am bad, but in another way. All right, yeah. So hopefully that helps. Get off Windows 7, please. That's your answer officially. But yes, Momentum does not require Steam, and we'll do an offline pass, dev pass, and make sure there's no null pointers and stuff. But we will make sure that you're aware that you're offline as well, if that's the case. And yeah, all right. Anyway, Thank you for that question. We'll move on to the next.
We have a question from Ash, who asks, will you guys make tournaments where skilled players can show their skills like Source Run's BKZ Cup?
Yeah. Yes.
It's something that we definitely want to support, but it'll probably be post 1.0 kind of thing, I would imagine.
I would love to do one for 1.0 or a mapping competition or something for 1.0.
Yeah.
You know, having events like that be just kind of a showcase of our community is always something that I want to have as part of this game. Is that right?
The thing I personally care about more than us doing tournaments is just having systems where anyone can do tournaments.
Yes.
And letting the people that want to do the tournaments be like, hi, I want this, and then we'll go do it for them. Because I feel like we are game developers, sort of, rather than like tournament organizers, which is quite a different skill set. You know, and I'd really like to be making sure we're kind of doing what that lot want. That being said, like we can do some kind of back-end integration for kind of tournament stuff in general, I think, like as like kind of specific leaderboards that like you can only do during a certain thing. I don't know, like there's definitely room for stuff, but I think a lot of the kind of event kind of stuff, at least, like that's a lot of that is not necessarily the best thing for us to try and do ourselves from the very start. More so like let other people do it and then try help them out with stuff and then improve with that kind of thing as we go. I don't know.
Yeah, because getting more people involved with like a tool or a system is just the best way to get like an optimized version of that. So if it's just us, we'll know what works great for just us. But if we can get like, just like people to host Surfs Up, or we get people to host, you know, whatever, Source Runs competition. Well, they use AG, I think, but you know, things like that, where it's just like we really want to have it be in the community's hands as well, and not just us. And like we can try to do things like, oh yeah, we could set up prizes to where it's like the winner gets like Cosmetic EXP or some shit, like whatever, right? Like whatever.
Or badges,
badges, custom community badges.
If we do that, like
the
the one thing, like you mentioned, like a map porting thing. I almost a map submission. I almost feel like we should do a map cup after 010. It's just we don't have time. Well, like we're just we're not organized enough. Like if we might want to think about that after 010 comes out, because like we've got a lot of cool stuff that is like momentum specific, and for people in mapping for other games, like it naturally they don't necessarily want to do a momentum only map just because that's not going to work in other games. But with stuff like, you know, movable stuff or like breakable things and like the whole map state resetting, plus especially for Surf and AHOP having, because all the AHOP players especially for Surf, like having the increased grid size is like a massive thing. Like you can put the volume of a map is 64 times larger, and there's 8 times the brush limit. I think it's 8 times, right? Like there's loads of reasons to like want a map for Surf and momentum, but also a very good reason not to, i.e. like the game's not out and people are surfing in other games as well. But doing a mapping competition for that could be really fun. So I think we'd probably be thinking about this more if we were less busy with actually doing the update. So but we're bound to do one at some point. Like
Hey, I heard my name mentioned earlier.
We were talking about the climb thing and like the way
if you climb
the
in real life
thing. I was saying like how helpful would that be like for actual IRL climb thing? Like
it's not very blind usually when you're IRL climbing.
I don't know. Like I feel like sometimes I'm not a particularly good climber, but like
climb is like mountaineering actually.
But mountaineering would be more useful.
All right.
But like,
do we have any other input for this question?
Oh, yeah, I have some thoughts on that.
Yeah.
You know, like Track Mini a couple of day, where you have like like all these different rounds where you just like try to complete the track, and if you're like in last place and you get eliminated. I think that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, I think if we started seeing a lot more like web devs on the project, this is something we'd start thinking about a lot more. Like trying to start designing some of these systems and then doing some of the work for it. We just don't have that many web people, you know.
Wait, how is that a website thing?
Isn't that a website thing? Or is it? It was. No, you said of the day, so I assumed it was a website thing. I don't fully understand what the point is.
I guess a little bit, yeah. I don't think the web portion is the major aspect. It's mostly like the in-game UI for it.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of it's going to be like on a dedicated server or lobby or whatever.
What?
Shouts to KZ.
Oh yeah.
It's also just finding maps that are easy enough for everyone to compete on, right? Because Trackmania is quite a simple game compared to Momentum. Like
Momentum's
quite hard even at a base level.
Yeah, the maps probably have to be like a minute long at the most, and like really easy to finish. I was also thinking about like save state checkpoints. So like if you mess up, you can like kind of rewind time, like in Trackmania, go back to the fast checkpoint and keep your speed. But we haven't really talked about this internally. Just some thoughts I had about it.
Yeah. Yeah, like these kinds of modes and like
I see.
extensions.
Sorry, I guess I see what the mode is. Okay.
I kind of consider them extensions because like we could also do like a battle royale mode too, where it's like a playlist, and if you if you fail 3 times or something, you get like out or whatever.
You get outed.
You get outed publicly on the internet. Anyway, no, it's like
this
things like that.
Is buying.
Yeah, and like we have like a bunch of opportunity for kind of extending on the base, and right now we're working on the base of the game. But I'm always open for track of the day or cup of the day, stuff like that from Trackmania. Trackmania is awesome. Like I genuinely enjoy. I would love to have features that could cooperate or bring in people from Trackmania to like check out our game, and then like cross game promotion stuff could be cool, but I don't know any of the devs or anything. But
somebody was porting Utopia to Trackmania. I don't know what happened to that. I think Grant.
DM Virtual. I would love Virtual to check it out. I would love. I
reckon once Winter's out, I reckon we'll get some Trackmania people over. Because like the games genuinely have so much similarity. Ours is just first person, and you're not a car.
Yet.
Yeah. Once we get the Trackmania player model going, just a little car zooming around, jumping on all these.
Trackmania with legs. Yeah. Yeah.
But okay.
Should we move on?
Yeah,
also, Carl Jobs does aware of surf. Amazing. We do have a lot of questions. We might want to speed up a little bit, actually.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Next question. We've got another question from Squirrel, who asks this time: will there be a concept of map collections curated by users or admins?
Yes.
We will have a playlist tab. Yeah. I assume we'll have official playlists that are made by like the Momentum team that will be of a decent quality, and then we'll just let anyone else make playlists as well.
You can make your own, and then we'll have official ones, and we'll have like challenges around completing official ones as well.
Yeah, and so, they can have timers and leaderboards potentially.
Yep, overall leaderboards and stuff like that.
We did the 09 map selector has like a playlist tab that's empty, and I got rid of it because there's nothing in it. I don't like having that. We can add that back when we need it. We don't need it there the whole time. We'll definitely do playlists.
Yeah.
But
it'll be fun.
We move on.
Yes, thank you, Squirrel, for that question.
Also, we'll have I assume we'll have PBs for playlists as well. Was that a thing? So that's something we can keep track of as well.
Which map should we move to, by the way?
Let's play a good mode like surf. Or if we play surf, we play B-Hop Arcane. Panzer's port B-Hop Arcane.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
I finished that.
Yeah, I kind of refurbished it. Everfast is also ported recently.
Oh shit, yeah. So what's changed in Arcane? I've already asked you this, but
the boosters.
Yeah, the boosters. I changed all the boosters. I fixed all the teleports because they're all like delayed. Another instant.
That's fair.
I made some minor changes like to the sewer area. Like one of the sections was kind of dark and had invisible walls. Like I replaced all the invisible walls. Like either I removed them or replaced them with something visual.
Nice.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
You wanted to discourage spinning in the tube? Did you do that?
Yeah, I made it so you can't move horizontally when you're falling in those tubes.
Nice.
Tight spin in it.
We should just say, just for those who don't know, Trackmania. Panzer. For those who don't know,
Trackmania.
I'm just completely out of the loop and just not listening at all. I'm still like 2 questions back. Sorry, for those who don't know, Panzer made this map. This is a very, very well-known map. You might not necessarily know that Panzer is the guy who made it. When was this map released? 2001.
2013, maybe? I don't remember.
No, it's later than that.
Was it?
Let me look Googling it.
This is where it's way earlier than 2013.
It might be sooner.
V-Hop Arcane V1.
2010.
Yeah. I thought so.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
15-year-old map.
This is a genuinely really good map. Yeah. Panda's been on the team for like 2 years now, but it's still really cool that we've got such an old team.
Yeah, I'm almost twice as old as this map.
Wait, why didn't you fix the teleport, the failed teleport stopping speed? I just fell backwards, just like old days.
Oh, there's a setting. What is it? SV teleport something?
Oh, let me see.
SV teleport snaps velocity. That is supposed to be set to 1, but there's a bug.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's a cheat.
Yeah, I mean, it's
right. I see. Like
that is supposed to be enabled, and it's not.
Oh, I see.
That fixes the problem of like falling backwards when you fell.
Oh, okay, sweet. And then, wait, did you get rid of the shortcut, or did you leave it in?
I left it. I left. Okay. I'm pretty sure I left all the shortcuts except for like the boosts are not exploitable anymore. So.
Oh. Okay, there we go. It's just too far back. Yeah.
I just realized like the reason that I was confused by like porting stuff not working is what I'd broken lump, but I just for some reason didn't have CSS installed.
Oh, there you go.
We could actually add a Surf Island now and play that if we want. I guess that's what I was gonna do before the stream, and then I'll do it in a minute.
Okay, we've got another question from Dixon again.
Yep.
Asking, will Momentum Mod be available to play on GeForce Now?
No. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know how GeForce Now works. I don't know if it's like your own games on NVIDIA hardware. If that's the case, then yeah, I guess. But if NVIDIA is gonna like approach us for anything, it'd probably be for like ray traced light maps or some shit.
If we can have a couple of free 960s or whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, that's 960s.
960. Yeah, let's go back 12 generations. Yeah, just some GTX 960s real quick to really optimize the game. No, yeah, like if it's a thing where you have to like approach NVIDIA about it, we're not really gonna bother.
Yeah.
But if they approach us and they're like, hey, this is perfect for cloud streaming, then maybe I don't really see high movement games as like something to cloud stream because of the input latency.
Yeah, you want the game to be extremely responsive.
Yeah.
Also, Momentum runs on relatively
everything
like old hardware. Well, not. I mean, the DLAA does like limit it to like you've got to be on like a GDX like 420 or so 450 or whatever it is. Like it's pretty far back, but still. But no, this is the guy asking. This is the same one that asked like
1000 FPS with DLSS. We actually have a question about that. I was gonna make a joke about that. But yeah, pretty much right. Like that's the move. So, main answer, I don't know. I don't know how GeForce Now works. We can look into it, but it's not going to be that great of an experience. So I'd rather not officially do that. But if NVIDIA like adds it or just natively supports it because it's like, oh, your Steam games are all here or whatever, then I guess it will be. Whatever. But I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, you really want, oh yeah, this section looks great. Awesome stuff. Awesome touch up.
So funny thing about the changes I made here, there's somebody who's porting Arcane to Counter-Strike 2.
Oh yeah.
And I told them to add the walls, so I actually copied what they did.
Oh nice.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, no, this looks great. What?
I think their name is Gum or
oh yeah, that's right, these things.
There's like multiple ports of Arcane and some of them are so scuffed and I hate it.
Have you considered no clipping the trees on stage 2? I guess it's gonna kind of like should be like that. You can collide with the trees and they're annoying.
Just collide.
I made one of the trees collidable intentionally because I was watching the world record video and they kind of like surf off of the branch.
Okay. Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah, no, I guess it's probably good not doing.
NVIDIA Reflex. I mean, touching on. Well, I I don't know where the DLSS question is in our stack, but that would actually touch in with that. But I'll answer it now. Reflex is because of DLSS's input latency, and it's kind of like a frame reprojection. So what they do is they use AI to guess what like the edge of your screen's gonna look like if you were to turn your mouse during generated frames, so that the input latency goes down. That's the only reason reflex exists.
That's that thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
mean, if you guys really want 10 million FPS in Momentum Mod, maybe, because you know you'll use DLSS to generate the remaining 9 million frames.
Yeah. Like with the state Momentum's graphics are at, like no one that gonna like if you can afford like a 240 hertz monitor, you almost certainly can get 240 hertz in Momentum. Like why would you like frames, whatever? Like why would you not have a really good monitor?
We also have a question about optimization, so whatever. But yeah, so anyway, thank you, Dixon, for that question. We'll move on to the next one here. Keep rolling along so that we can keep answering.
Oh, we got another no. Well, okay, Mac.
Next question's from
started with
Taqui.
the answer.
Taqui.
Taqui.
Will there be hide and seek chase mod added to the game, or at least some sort of playground for KZ players?
Yes.
You'll be able to load any maps locally, with whatever settings you want. So you can load freestyle maps in any game mode to just have a play around if you want.
Yes.
But yeah, there won't officially be any hide and seek game mode because of the way that we do our networking.
Yep. Momentum Mod is a single player first game. All of the networking that we do is on top of that single player philosophy. We never synchronize the game state between players. We just kind of like apply people's game state whenever we get it. It's not meant to be on the same tick doing the same thing, because that's where you introduce ping, because you have to have something that synchronizes that game state. And that's where, even peer-to-peer, which would be even worse than a dedicated server between you two, peer-to-peer would be really bad latency, and you would just feel that. And while the game does support something called prediction, which is what allows you to have really nice snappy camera angles when you're playing in an online game like Counter-Strike, it only goes so far. And with latency upwards of like a second plus with peer-to-peer with some people across the across the country or across the world or across the con, either way, either way, you'll have a bad time with that kind of model. So we explicitly, with the goals of Momentum Mod being being able to play speedrun game modes, set personal bests and stuff, we went single player only. We don't have to worry about hosting game servers, dedicated game servers everywhere. It's really nice. And so no hide and seek, no combat surf, all of these like combat modes that people are looking forward to. Oh, nice, the boost is like actually proportional.
Oh my god, Sorry, I just have to say, like, Nick, this is like we answer this question all the time, but this is like, I was gonna say this was like by far the like most succinct and like clearly put answer we've given, I think.
Yeah.
And then you fucking cunt bombed.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I just, a man has his thoughts. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, I get distracted sometimes, especially if I'm playing and talking. But yeah. So hopefully that answers that. Both of those questions. You can play any any map on any mode. So if you want like a playground map, you import that and then just boot it up in KZ mode. And then we'll also
plan on supporting trick modes as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, trick modes will be really good for playground, not necessarily just KZ players, but like everyone. Like if you want to be on a like map for like socializing and kind of dicking around, like tricks is really good for that, right? Because you're just in like kind of one big area a lot of the time and then doing tricks. There's a lot more
we'll just set up areas that'll have zones on them, and then you'll be like, go from this zone to this zone without touching these things and whatever. Right. So you can set up these individual tricks.
And to clarify here, tricks being TRI TRICKS and not TRICKZ, which is a different mode where you throw a grenade at another player, which is also not going to be supported because, again, our networking model is not synchronizing your game state with other people. We could do some cheeky thing where we have it unofficially supported, and if you load a tricks map under a specific like prefix or something, it'll enable grenade collision with ghosts, and so you could like sort of play it, but like we're not gonna have. We're not gonna have
set up ghost tricks.
Yeah, ghost tricks.
We've had a point. Twitch chat point reward, Nick. You're gonna have to mirror your world. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, does it require cheats? Yeah. Oh, can't change it while in a run. All right.
Oh no, that's it. But they'll.
Oh, I can't. How do you stop the timer? Oh, what?
Practice.
You have to restart and then.
Okay, I'll just do mom practice.
Restart and then just see like stage 4 in chat. I guess let's switch over. There's
no stages anymore.
There you go.
Oh, wait, what? Why not?
We're not doing stages because the ILs don't really make sense because you're always be hopping across stages. Like your timer's never gonna prime in a normal run.
Isn't that just stage 1 to 2? Or I guess with the tube things you can conserve speed. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
With the tubes you can kind of reset to you, but
that's fine.
I mean, I feel like
it's your decision.
You could still do it, right? And you just wouldn't qualify for it in a normal run.
I thought we kind of agreed like pretty much all B-hop maps are going to be linear.
No.
I don't know. That's what I heard in the past.
No. Like there might be cases where you don't qualify for the stage run because you never hit the prime conditions, but I feel like that shouldn't necessarily stop people from running just that stage.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good map where like something like stage 4 just running that is probably quite entertaining. I don't think there's any reason to limit that like that.
It's not like we have a hard-coded restriction.
No.
I mean but doesn't that, I don't know, like if it's automated, I'm just answering Lodi in chat here. If it's automated, then isn't that like removing the point of the mode? I mean at that point, doesn't it just become kind of like conk or like something where it's like you're just kind of manually going everywhere to get your grenade thrown at you, as opposed to like having more control over when it happens and the teamwork that goes into that, plus like leaderboards and stuff, right? Like for that
sounds crap.
Sounds terrible.
But sorry, back to the stage thing, just because this is like I think with some cases, like for instance surf linears, so something like surf 8, let's say, that would be a stage linear where it will still have stages. It's just that most of the runs you do on it, you won't qualify, or like a fast run won't qualify for stage times because it won't meet the prime condition for that stage. But if someone does want to specifically compete on that stage, they can. It's just less as like a prominent thing because it's literally just from like a standing start. Right? What we don't do is record a stage run based on the your like incoming speed, because then it does like stage 10 or whatever. It's going to be dependent on how you surfed the rest of the map, or at least how you've done the last stage. So.
Okay.
To compete on a stage, like you have to the timer has to like hit a minimum speed, like go under a minimum speed for you to start, for the timer to start.
What is that?
The prime we call it, and then you're leaving the zone start set.
By the way, I don't think stages are good for this map specifically because the stage restart command is not a good UX. Like it.
Oh, it's paint. I thought that was a 3D fucking model.
Well, you don't have to use it. Like,
what was that? Well, it's just completely useless in BHOP. Because like you have so many checkpoints within a stage.
But it doesn't work for checkpoints either. I'm confused. Maybe we should discuss it another time, but
well, say you're at the end of stage 4 or whatever, like you're at the end of the grid stage, and then you like mess up, and then you press the stage restart button because I don't know, it's just muscle memory.
But you'd mess up if you hit the main restart button.
Yeah.
But then that's why we have safeguards, which we need to work on more still. But it has like a PR for it that someone needs to adopt.
Yeah, we've had that for like 4 months or something.
Yeah,
someone else needs to take over it, but it's not. I don't think you're gonna work on it. I was gonna suggest you do that, but we have the entity tool stuff. So.
Yeah, no.
My end up being a safe thing.
Yeah, I could probably pick it up. If I'm
that'd be good for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hog. Safeguards, we want to safeguards right now are terrible.
I fixed the button at the end of stage 4. You can't just jump and click it. Not that it matters too much. The secret at the end is not very important anymore.
But I like my cool trails. Or was it a gun? Or I forget what the secret was. I guess I'll have to grind it.
The buttons originally unlocked the bonus, but I made it so it just unlocks the gun room, which is kind of functionally useless in this game, but
yeah,
it's still there.
Good old give command.
I keep just resetting for some reason. I don't know why.
Habit.
It's instinctually just reset. Yeah.
Anyway,
I haven't got past stage 2.
All right, so that answered this question. So I think we can move on to the next one once I hit the next. Okay, there we go. Yeah, thank you, Taqui, for that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, here it is. I was wondering where it was.
But Real Dude Guy asks, will Momentum Mod include any more AA/downsampling options like alphabet soup and a bunch of other letters that I don't understand?
Yeah. So super sampling is really interesting. I actually really like that idea of like, oh, you have a really powerful graphics card, you can render the game at like 4K and then downsample it to like 2K or like 1080p and get really crisp, like natural, like anti-aliasing. I like that. I think we should support that. I don't know when we would be able to. A lot of graphics and rendering stuff like that is very limited in terms of scope or in terms of ability. Not a lot of people are very well versed in like kind of deep engine like graphical improvements. We do have
Slide's really good. You don't have a ton of time.
Yeah, but... Slidey, SMAA on the team. SL would probably also be. So like we have like 3 people.
SL can do anything.
Yeah, if anyone could do it, I would definitely put my money on SL to be able to do it. But because it's Source Engine and it runs so goddamn well, even with just traditional MSAA at like what 8x or whatever, like we aren't really hankering for that, if that makes sense. Like we aren't really like, oh, we need to put this in because our game looks like shit otherwise, or it's jagged. But it is an awesome idea that I really like doing, the super sampling anti-aliasing, where you render the game higher resolution, bring it down, and it looks great.
I think that's just a really good point, that I think like Source, with the way lighting looks, like FXAA works very, very well and doesn't work that well in other games.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's just a very natural... I think just that, or not necessarily just FXAA, but like the kind of more basic kind of traditional AA methods, I think work really well in Source. Like they kind of, when you have quite a lot of kind of lot of squares and like kind of cubic stuff, it's like very...
It's cool. I know, I think SMAA is also pretty good, or it's like the next like evolution of AA. I would have to research it a little more, but there are some interesting techniques that do not involve DLSS, and you do not need DLSS for this game. It's not ever going to require goddamn 5090s to get 300 FPS. If we ever do that, please shoot me. Flying where I live. Anyway, like I just don't think it's worthwhile to do anything like that. But the more like impressive AA techniques are good. And keep in mind, with what Distress is saying in chat as well, input lag is super huge, right? Like we do not want to have this game feel like shit. Like you need to be able to make split-second decisions with what you're doing in the game. So the higher the FPS, the less the input latency, right? Like the better. And so having just an optimized, and this is also a future question, having an optimized engine, having maps that are also pretty well optimized, and the map review process helps with that, and lumber, and being able to kind of just like
but also it's fucking Source, like,
and having the engine code, being able to profile things, all of this is like adding up to just a really nice game to play.
So I changed the boosters here. You can't loop them.
Gotcha. Set speeds.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good use of the set speed, isn't it? I do like the loopies.
That's all right. I don't need the loop. I get it for sure.
And I also changed how the ice works. It's all Funk Slide now.
Nice.
You can't jump on the ice, but you can jump on the very edge.
Yes.
Like where there's snow.
The snow bit. That's awesome.
I know the record does be hop on the ice, so I kind of left that as an option.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I definitely enjoy that. Oh my god. All right, we're good. But Yeah, so I don't know what OGSSAA is or SGSSAA. That kind of stuff it seems like kind of just crazy techniques that
OGSSAA. Never heard of that.
Yeah, never heard of that. But definitely would be something interesting to look into. But if the game genuinely just doesn't run well or doesn't look good, like that could be when we look at like these different techniques that could, if MSAA is really wasteful and isn't really well optimized now, we could look into the other methods. But yeah, I do not want to feed into NVIDIA's AI future by adopting just DLSS and calling it a day. Or fuck TAA, first of all. It looks like shit. But, secondly, just the input latency.
I would give a hot take, which is TAA is okay in some games. I've been replaying Skyrim a bit lately, and like in a game with loads of foliage and looked stupid anyway, like TAA works quite well. So. I think with a game like Momentum or with like Source games, you have a lot of cubes and it's quite flat, and that looks great. It is great for gameplay.
Yep.
And I think a simpler, you're really trying to remove quite simple jagged edges as opposed to like foliage, which is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And TAA works really well for smoothing like kind of very pixelated, densey stuff. Hair looks awful, does it? I would have thought hair looked kind of better on TAA, something where it is kind of really kind of smushing stuff together a bit.
Small strands probably, and then when you start moving, it just blurs. I
just think like so much of like what we care about graphically for Source is getting it feel really fucking smooth.
Yeah.
And Source is already really good for that, and I genuinely think Momentum is an improvement on like Strata stuff is better than Source, normal Source. Like I find it noticeable. Like I think like surfing or whatever Momentum is better than like CS:GO. But like I mean that's our focus, right? It's like that kind of real kind of crisp feeling, not fucking the hair shading, smoothing.
Yeah. And I mean, like I guess I wasn't on we need to also update our auto settings detection because it thought I should be on trilinear and I'm on a fucking 20.
It's just
anything past
we should
like
look to see if there's any other engines that have something similar.
Yeah,
because like it's just a massive text file of different GPU models, which just isn't up to date.
Yeah, and I mean realistically we could probably just
have the same thing. PS2 might have it.
Yeah.
They might be able to nick theirs.
Like it's just, I mean, we could keep using that system, or we could just kind of like do a more dynamic one of being like, oh, like look at the first like, is this a RTX or like RX card that's from the past like 5 years. Yeah. Then we can max everything out because it'll
do some
be
like
fine.
some kind of best effort guesses, and if not, fall back to like medium or something.
Yeah.
Like a lot of GPU models are going to be really easy to test.
Or we do a really funny thing.
We just put it all high.
Yeah, or we just do a really funny thing and put it all low and just see what happens. See if people are like, wow, this game looks like fucking dog shit. And then they go into the settings and they're like, oh.
Brilliant. Yeah. Bring back the hardware stress test. Yeah.
Yeah,
honestly, there's Lost Coast.
Yeah. The Lost Coast assets. Oh, man. But yeah, I really like the super sampling that uses... the upscaling rendering. Oh no, I missed it. Whatever, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, we still have like 17 questions left, so we should really start blasting through some of this.
There's your mirror world. Thank you for redeeming that. It was very fun at the end there. Cool. All right, thank you, real dude guy. Awesome question. Yeah. All right, moving on.
Next question's from Skibidi asking, will Momentum mod have any ping simulation?
No.
Example, fakelag.
Nope. Get used to the 0 ping, baby. It's the future.
Why was the reason for it?
It's mainly from like rocket jumping and sticky jumping.
No, but why did we not want to do it?
Because it's like pointless. If we want people to play on our game, that's 0 ping.
But people want to practice like that. People do normally play in TF2, and like people that are mostly playing TF2 want to practice in Momentum. I think it would be fine. But I think there was some other reason for it. That it was actually quite.
I assume it would end up being more complicated than we think. Of just adding a 0.1 millisecond delay to projectiles or something,
Yeah. No, that was the thing.
It's probably going to be way more complicated.
Yeah.
There was some quite detailed thing that someone or other wrote about why it's hard to do. But I don't think it is purely like fuck you, play Momentum, because I don't think that it actually is a great attitude. Like until Momentum's actually fucking out, I don't think we really have the right to say that. To be honest. But I don't know. What do you think? Like, I don't know if it's easy to add and like.
I don't know why.
Yeah, if it's easy to add, I agree to add it, but
no.
yeah.
I don't think you should use momentum to warm up on other games. Like that's
Why not?
not.
You can do it if you want. Who cares?
You can.
I think it's more just like
it's more likely
keeping
to
your
bring...
muscle memory, right? You've spent 15 years building up this muscle memory on TF2, and now it's completely different in momentum. I think it makes sense if it was easy enough to add, but it's not, so it's not really worth the dev effort to to get it all
It's also
working.
probably gonna fuck with replays and shit too, because we use a little more integrated.
Yeah,
engine
I think it does end up being a replay issue, right? Yeah.
But I mean, I'm just of the opinion that people should just get used to zero ping, and if they're gonna play momentum, just get used to it and embrace it.
But it's like that. Even if people are playing momentum somewhat, as momentum's not out, lots of people are going to be playing other games as well. And doesn't that potentially make them want to play momentum less?
Maybe
because, like, unless they fully switch over, then you're potentially
like it feels better.
Right, but like our leaderboards are getting wiped, and Tempest has been around for like 17 years. That's probably not how long it's been around. It definitely isn't.
Not even.
It's just the Elijah Wood, Dominic Monaghan interview, 17 years thing. It's just my default number of years. Anyway.
Do you want to try Everfast? It's another map imported.
Let's do it.
Should we move on to the next question as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Eli asks, will tricksurf also have a 64/66 tickrate style with its own leaderboards? And if yes, will it use the same list of tricks as 100 tick, or will it have its own list and tiering with only the tricks doable on 64/66 tick?
I would probably just be 100.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean towards no, and we're just gonna consolidate it to one tick rate.
Yeah, I don't actually know how tricksurf works. Do they actually have multiple tick rates on tricksurf servers?
I didn't know that, but I have
I
assumed
assumed
people will really love
100.
the 100 tick mode because it's the fastest and easiest.
There is a question of like, do we end up making it so every game mode has a tricks mode? And in that case, you might be like, well, wouldn't it be easier if we had surf? But like trick surf is different from the surf. Like in the trick surf is traditionally 100 tick, right?
Yeah.
And like we have discussed doing 100 tick surf. I don't think we're not completely ruling it out.
Trick surf is more than just 100 tick surf, though, right? It's higher AA as well.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah,
there's a lot of settings that are.
So it's a bit complicated. This is stuff we've just not decided, and we're not thinking about trick surf or trick modes until well after 010. We actually got rid of trick surf in the code completely for a while. We were commenting out, and then we're just like, no, it's easier if it's just a git commit. We can revert. But also, yeah, there was some trick surf sitting around, but I got rid of all of it because it's just clutter and was getting in the way of some stuff. So, like, tricks is like something we absolutely want to do. Like, Nick's been really keen on tricks for ages. Even though there are like, it's great that there are tricks. Like since obviously, like, I think around the time we started first talking about trick surf was when Z shut down. Which was like the main tricksurf server, and so there was like it's for us we were especially keen on it because like people just didn't have other place to play tricks. But there is like trick.surf now, right? Which is done by
there are some servers,
who's worked on that thingy? I'm forgetting. There's a oh, is it Frag? Okay, wait. I lose track. Oh, because there's Frag Surf. Is that the guy that made that, or is that a different person? I forget. Who was the one that banned you from their Discord? Was it that guy?
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, not that guy.
Sorry. Yeah, the crazy Frag Surf.
No, there's another guy. It's Frag.
Sorry,
Frag RL, I believe.
Right. No. Yeah.
Just
I think
just Frag. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes seems chill.
No,
I
think.
Chill.
That and then is chill.
God. Sorry, bringing that up.
No,
old
you're
drama.
fine. You're fine.
That's fine.
No, it's okay.
Also, like trick.surf is a really nice site. I think God, it was a MB Surfer. Right, worked on that as well. He's done a bit of momentum stuff. Trick.surf, for those who haven't seen, I think that's what it's called. What's it called? Tricks. Maybe the site is down. Maybe it's dead. Trick.surf isn't loading for me.
Or it might be trick.surf.
No, I'm looking at it. I've looked it on Google. Oh no, it is loading. Okay, it's just yeah. So that's, I mean, there are, I don't know how many new servers and stuff there actually are for this now, especially with all the CS2 shite, but it's great that there is like trick stuff that's about. That being said, TrickSurf is so fucking good for momentum, especially with like the lobby aspect and just as a way to like socialize. Like I think TrickSurf is going to be great for that, and it's just a great mode. Like
by the way,
but yeah, we'll only have one tickrate. We won't be doing two.
Yeah.
Comparison runs will load automatically. You don't have to set them manually.
Okay. I guess
it
I wasn't
didn't work
running.
last time. Yeah, I guess maybe because it was a stage replay.
It was a
run.
weird stage thing. I think.
No, that's the main track you have a full run on. So
yeah, it loads your PB.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
But that's a PB of your actual main timer, right? And you can have multiple timers at once, but you have like a primary timer.
Yeah,
it's primary.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was a pain to figure out. Good, we got that done now.
Yeah, should we go next question?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to do trick stuff now. It's going to be like 4 years till we do it, but whatever.
Oh, we've got a twofer.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Got Canofcancer and SouthernCure on this one. Will there be purchasable / earnable cosmetics, and will there be community-made cosmetics in the game? And if so, how will this be selected?
I almost want to say we've answered this so many times. We should just skip it.
Yeah, but we.
Or do you want to quickly do it? Okay.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Yes.
I'll give you 30 seconds. Timer starts now.
All right. Yes, there will be cosmetics. The cosmetic side of the game is just for completion. So as you beat maps, as you just kind of play the game, you get cosmetic XP as well as units. Units can then be used in a store, which we do not have a UX of. Otherwise, I'd show you. You will be able to purchase cosmetics. It's not ever going to be loot box or random, though we might have some milestone or challenge based cosmetics.
You won't be able to purchase cosmetics.
So yeah, so cosmetics absolutely in game, and yes, we are relying on the community to help us make some. We will likely be using the workshop for it. That would probably be easiest. I don't know if that's like an easy workflow, but yeah, it will likely. But yes, absolutely, the community. We would love to have community cosmetics as well as like that could be voted and officially added into the game. And then yeah, we'll just kind of control the pricing. The reason why it's a store is that you can save up and work towards something that looks cool or something that you care about. And yes, you want to be able to represent your game mode, in your community. So absolutely. We may even do things like clan cosmetics in the future, where if a clan gets big enough, you can have your own cosmetic or like banner or whatever right in game as well.
Big KSF hat.
Yeah, I mean honestly, like anything is possible.
That was close to a minute, but I'll let you off. Okay, next question.
Next question. Oh, okay, there we go.
This one's from Synthetic Earworm, who asks, "How does everyone feel?"
You said that with a suspicious tone.
Yeah, how does everyone feel? At the moment, I feel
poisoned.
It's actually past my usual bedtime.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, other than that, I'm pretty good.
Other than that,
bullying.
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm a bit tired out. Yeah, I'm just a bit tired. Doing a lot of dog stuff today. Getting really muddy. Yeah, I don't know. Lodi is questioning something.
Dog stuff.
Dog
stuff. Dog. You can see in my background image. Dog. That's her the day after we got back from a walk.
Aww.
That was me writing the introductory bit of the momentum map submission guideline on my laptop with dog on the other side of the sofa. And yes, we let her on the sofa. It's the best.
What about everyone else? That's two of us answered.
I am exhausted.
Oh, you've had your big gym sesh.
You've pulled a muscle, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, my back's actually feeling better after the shower, so I must have just tensed up weird when I was doing a deadlift. But we also have another question about gym stuff, so don't worry.
Right.
But I'm also exhausted because my government might be collapsing, and there's nothing I can do to help it, either quicken or prevent it. I don't know. There's just nothing I can do. It's cool. It's very, very fun to just go to work, do strenuous work out, do strenuous physical work, and then come home and just see Elon Musk gutting our entire goddamn fucking federal government. Anyway, not to get too political.
Yeah, that guy's really smart.
He's super smart. He's gonna fix everything. Anyway, Just exhausted
He
in general.
a car.
What?
PR reveal
He
and like
invented a car.
yeah, that's true. He
Oh,
invented
yeah.
the electric car.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he's really good at Path of Excel too.
Yeah, so and Diablo 4, which is more my wheelhouse. But yeah, anyway, I'm just exhausted, and I don't know. It's nice on weekends. I can kind of take a sec to chill, but that's how my life has been going. Is just like weekends at a time, currently, because everything during the week is just busy, and it's like, all right, I get like an hour a day to just kind of like for myself. And it's mainly just more meditative than anything. Playing this game is really fun. So once this game, comes out,
I want to get fucking 10 out. We actually have more maps.
How the fuck do you get more speed? What am I doing wrong?
I think this map made before the ramp fix that Rio added, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
Probably. Yeah, you have to like do this first part very precisely. To get
gotcha. Yeah, that almost made it. I just need a little more speed. Okay.
I think you need like 1,300 units.
Okay. Aim for that.
Has everyone spilled their guts?
I'm doing pretty well.
Beans.
This week has been extremely busy for me though, so maybe I'm a little more irritable, but otherwise doing pretty well.
I need another haircut.
I went to a Lunar New Year festival earlier. Got to eat some delicious food.
Yeah, that was quick. You were there for like 3 hours.
Yeah, no, it's like 10 minutes away from where I live.
Nice. Yeah.
That's valid.
There was one in my work, and it was really cool.
I ate an entire cuttlefish.
Oh,
never had cuttlefish before.
I don't eat cuttlefish. It's one of the few animals I won't eat.
I do feel a little bit bad about it.
They're too intelligent. And they're quite hard to. Cuttlefish and octopus are just so. I love both cuttlefish and octopus. Two of the tastiest foods in the world.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love cooking octopus because it's a really fun thing to cook, and if you get good at cooking it, it's like amazing. But I just stopped eating it because the same way I wouldn't eat dog. And I probably shouldn't eat pork either.
Yeah.
They're just
yeah, pork is kind of just
cuttlefish and octopus are... I eat pork, but I mostly, but I mean we do have a really good butchers, and a lot of our pork is very local, and really good welfare. But still, with something like something that's purely wild, cuttlefish, octopus, and generally don't have great farming practices, or not farming practices, but catching practices. I think some is okay, some pot caught, whatever. But still, they're special. Watch octopuses, watch that video of one octopus picking up some mud and flinging it at another for no fucking reason. Or at a fish. Follow Peter Godfrey Smith on Twitter and read his stuff, and you'll just bask in the magnanimous amazingness of cephalopods besides squid who are dumb. And they're just
just for no reason. Yeah.
All right, next question.
Yeah. Very easy one.
No.
Georgie asks, will there be controller support?
No, all the modes are mouse and keyboard. Maybe parkour is the only one that could work on keyboard or controller, but otherwise our UI is not designed.
Do games even need
we'll never make UI
controller support anymore now that Steam has the whole controller thing?
Oh, I don't know how UI is meant to work exactly. They have a pointer.
It just has a mouse, right? It just puts a mouse that you can control with the sticks.
But it's just these part of the reason we like these modes, I would say, is they're especially Surf, but all of them are just fantastic specifically for mouse. Having a flat plane that you can move with your arm and wrist, where you have this real precision, but also ability to do these kind of sweeping movements, and that's something that's uniquely good for a mouse. If you were to take that mode and you didn't know what a computer mouse was, and think what is the ideal way to control this.
Let's go.
I think you'd come up with flat plane that you can move your hand around smoothly.
All right, we did it. All right. Very cool. Took a bit, but yeah. So hopefully that answers that. No, just get good. Get a wireless mouse. The G502X Lightspeed, awesome mouse. You can you don't worry about a cord. It's very nice. Anyway, all right. This next question's pretty good. Good luck.
Yeah, this is great.
Good luck.
Curly brackets. We know the game is free in Steam, but what if the game isn't free in the time? I mean, isn't Game Will be free?
Yes.
Yeah, this guy is apparently working on our website. He seems quite competent. But then what the fuck is this?
He might have had one too many edibles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just give him benefit of the doubt.
What if the game isn't free in the time? I mean, game isn't. Do you think like?
I can't even boss it. No, I don't know what they're asking.
I'm trying to feel like how you translate this into how you turn this into logical form. You like to do that.
It feels like the. Have you ever?
What if the game isn't free in the time? So that's a counterfactual.
Yeah.
What I mean, isn't game will be free? It's genuinely from a formal language or logical form point of view. It's really trying to parse this is really great because it's there's all these devices of kind of temporal stuff and counterfactuals and
English
negations and then I mean, isn't game will be free? Also, I mean, intention. Yeah.
True.
It's
and there's also
what if you're lying and the game isn't free? That wouldn't work very well, probably.
The game will always be free. We're never going to be paid. It can't be paid.
Yeah. Honestly, my hot take is that if we were to do paid cosmetics, that would be fine.
Yeah.
But it would be really hard for us to make that work in a coherent way. And who then do we start paying? And then when you think about how much of the game's content is community maps, I don't think we'd be comfortable doing that if we didn't at least have some way for then mappers to also get paid somehow.
Yeah.
And that gets really complicated, and it's just so much stuff there. So, but I don't think that's necessarily even what this guy is saying. I think, what he's saying is potentially a truth that is deeper than our capacity to understand.
I mean, what I kind of parsed was it's not free because of all of the time we're spending on it. Because I see the in the time.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that meant just it's not free in time spent on it. And that's true. It takes a ton. It is in a way a burden, but it's one that I'm valuing as worthwhile, right? Because it doesn't exist and I really want to play it. So that's how I justify
time doesn't exist.
Okay. Yeah, no, time doesn't exist. It's a
dense
fog.
I don't think it. In a way, anyway, it's
already fucking February. Jesus. Anyway, sorry, but it will be free. It is free. It will always be free. Maps will always be free in the game. There's never going to be a paid VIP server to get sick maps or whatever. Not doing any of that shit. But we will be donation based, and you will be seeing that prominently on the main menu. We will have a donation bar for the costs of the month. So, and again, right now, we are going to optimize that. But yes,
I wish our artists can get money for what they're doing because artists are not being treated very well in the industry these days.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely, and that's I really wish too that this could be that would be so cool. There was the hypothetical question last Q&A that was or not last, but whatever, previous Q&A that was if Microsoft bought you guys, I'd be hell yeah, fuck yeah, if we could do this as our day job, hell yeah, I would absolutely want to do that and have a living wage for everybody and have fun making this game as opposed to we can only work on free time.
The one thing we do is hardware costs. This keyboard, I spilled water on my keyboard about a month ago, and so we bought me a new keyboard. I got a new keyboard now, and that's with my. I don't think you've actually reimbursed it, Nick.
Oh shit! Yeah, I need to go and do that. I completely forgot. Yeah.
Well, right now, Nick bought the keyboard.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gave him my address and just makes the finance way easier than doing international payment stuff and all that. But yeah, nightmare. But so we'll do stuff like that. But also that's quite appropriate because most of my contributions to Momentum are words that I write out on my computer. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for this eye-opening question, Curly Braces.
Yeah.
Very, very lovely. We're gonna move to the next one.
Next question is from Akari Nekomata. Will there be more people accepted for the playtest anytime soon?
Yes. I'm going to do this one. Yes, we do 20, 100, 350 a week, which is really slow.
Great number, 20, 30, 350.
Exactly.
All right.
It's one of those numbers. No, yeah.
It's a number. That's number one. No, we do 350 a week, which is really low. It means it takes like over a year on average to get access. So that's why you haven't got access yet. We're giving access to everyone at 010. Nothing's changing about access stuff until then. So you probably won't get access until 010. We're sorry to keep you waiting, but our backend will die if we let everyone in at once. Like the old backend, which we're about to completely delete and never think about again.
Yeah, I can't wait.
010 comes out and we have our new backend. And so anything that would make us have to fix non-010 stuff would be a disaster. And I would not do it even if someone paid me to. So we're not messing with any playtest stuff until 010, and then everyone gets access. That's it. Next.
Hey,
hold on, I'm in.
You want to try another KZ map?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh
yeah. Anubis or Gold Top? I don't know.
You can pick.
Anubis looks better.
Yeah,
Anubis
I agree.
is harder. What the heck?
It's hard. I would maybe suggest enabling auto hop because the crouching, whatever the heck, standing bunny hops or whatever, really hard to do with scroll. You need to like.
Is it a cheat enable thing or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to enable cheats.
That's fine. What was it? Mom NV auto hop or
allow
auto hop? There it is.
I don't like the allow. We should get rid of that.
Yeah. Because any positive or underscore enables should just be what the value is. Anyway, yeah, agreed. Oh, okay. KZ with auto hop. Oh my god.
Okay, we have another question from Curly Braces. This time legible, thankfully. How much effort did you put into optimization and never mind, and you will work even harder for optimization?
So
no, not very much. We don't care.
No, I mean we let people change basically any command for visual stuff they want, right? Like you can disable particles, you can make your game look like complete ass if you want, but yeah, the game doesn't really need optimization, to be honest.
That's the thing. Source 1, and like if you want to use the crazy configs, there's some stuff. Some of that stuff doesn't work on DS11 necessarily, but also DS11 makes stuff a bit faster. If you have
it utilizes your graphics card from the recent 2 decades way better than the X9 ever did.
I think Strata has a bunch of optimizations, right?
Yeah, there's some stuff. So the optimizations we were interested in would be stuff like map load times, where Source just makes that hard, and like
the B-hop?
It kind of should be faster on like modern hardware, do you think? But like, there's a lot of things restricting that, and so if we could do more asynchronous map load stuff, that'd be great. But it's just not a particularly high priority for us.
If you want to show off the standing B-hops, you basically just like tap crouch right before you land and then let go before you jump.
Oh,
it's a very strange mechanic.
Use optimization for large open world maps. That's the thing, is like visualization in Source like isn't designed for that, right?
Yeah, that is our unfortunate, like, we can't really change the BSP unless we introduce a new map format that allows things like open world. But like even then, right? Like what we would have to see issue. We would have to see what the map like needs are there before we can really support it.
And I mean, there's maybe some benefits we get from being 64-bit, and I don't know, maybe
Trail's fucking me. Sorry, it's just like a blue spaghetti. All right,
I forget. Are we CPU or GPU bound at the moment?
CPU, I
believe.
Know?
I mean, it's sort of.
I want to say it's
CPU. Surely CPU,
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have done anything.
Like map loading is so not asynchronous right now. Like that. Yeah. It's really annoying. There's a lot of paradigms that we really want to optimize with map loading because we want to be able to load BSPs while you're in a map and then apply it. So you can have playlists just go one right after the other, or for our campaign in the future, which is a whole thing. Like we really just want to. Oh my god, this is crazy. The fucking lack of AA after crouching to like reset the hop. Anyway, we really want to optimize around just kind of the annoying parts of the engine. And right now, the only real thing is gonna be map loading because like everything else is smooth. If assuming you're on
Pano blurs.
Oh yeah, panel blurs. But those are
that's Pano. So Panorama has like fancy UI stuff, and we use a lot of blurring, which we really like for styling, but it's really expensive. There's potentially there's called a dual Kawaii, I don't know how you pronounce it. Blur that we've been looking at
Isn't
a
that
little
type
bit.
of curry?
No. Or maybe it's a KAWASE. There's some method of blurring.
Is this ported? Wait, am I supposed to be back here?
I don't know what's going on with this section of the map. Like the mapper just forgot a player clip or something.
Oh, okay.
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
So we can speed up. The blurs are stupid right now.
Yeah.
Where if we have to, we'll turn it down.
And
but
the blur,
I do really like the blur for styling.
You can see right here behind this panel that's a blur, and like the main menu's doing one as well.
This is a upscaled Gaussian, apparently, which is a bit slow.
No, what the fuck? My velocity like reset. Ah, all right.
Oh, I saw it stop moving when you were standing on it. What?
Yeah, it like jittered a sec. That was kind of weird. Oh no. All right, well. I'm gliding.
This is like a good-looking map for like old.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is a 1.6 map that was ported into Counter-Strike Source.
Oh.
I don't know if it was like retextured or what happened, but it looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
We can move on to the next question.
Yes. The game is well optimized. Optimization. If we ever hit any roadblocks or anything, let us know. But I mean, we aren't optimizing for. We aren't going to be optimizing for like computers from 2004 though. So please get a computer within the last like decade to decade and a half. Like 15 years.
If it runs kind of 11, you're probably good.
Yeah, but if you can run, if you can run Windows 11, you're fine. I mean, we're not, like we'll have Windows 11 support, obviously, and it should just work fine. But yeah. Oh my God, this is B-Hop. Okay, it's just inconsistent. I wish there was like a
next
better
question.
Yeah, next question. Sorry. All right, here we go.
Oh, the speed cap in this mode is kind of strange. It like resets when you're above 300.
Oh, that makes sense.
It goes down to like 240 or 260. It's really weird.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, RoyX asks, will we ever know specifics about the momentum-specific files? Stuff like replay files and such. Are we going to get some type of documentation for the files to allow people to make tools that export runs to Blender?
Yes.
Well, no, not replays.
No. Rio, I think, said no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then replays aren't aimed at that. There's maybe...
So the main thing, my answer was going to be yes for everything we possibly can, and that excludes anti-cheat, auth, like extra bits, right? That we obviously can't open.
Well, replays are like our main format. Like I don't really know what else.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not very. We have the static map list thing we did recently, but that thing's like.
Yeah, that's our data, and
we could probably open source the run splits format, the JSON.
That's it's JSON. It's already open source.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say it's like.
Yeah, I guess so.
if you want to pass the header of the replay, the new replay format has pretty standard boring header, and you can see the path for that in TypeScript. The code's open source for that. It then has the splits for that run as just a JSON string. I think it's the length of the JSON string, 4 bytes, then the JSON string. But then after that, it's fancy engine data that you won't be able to understand, and that's slightly intentional, I think. I mean,
because it's like,
there's, I mean, run submission stuff is going to be quite complicated because we potentially have multiple replay formats. Some stuff that's very much just internal and used by AC that you send us, and the AC machine might produce a actual replay file from that. We'll see. I don't know the stuff super well, but a replay, I think understanding a replay is going to be maybe possible, but I think pretty hard. I don't really know the details of it very well, but if Rio says he doesn't want it being... I mean, I don't know what you'd necessarily do with it. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you wanted to do... Just get the movement data and put it in Blender, then... I mean, like...
Give me the movement data and put it in my cheat to make me do the exact same run.
Well, I would assume that cheat authors can figure that out at some point anyway, right?
Yeah,
like,
they will.
That's something that we expect to happen, and we plan for that, right? If we weren't planning for that, we'd probably be doing a really shy anti-cheat.
Yeah, no. For it.
But that still doesn't mean that we want the replay file to be something that's really easy to Yeah, of course, slowly. Like people are going to try to reverse any format, but like if most of that data is stuff that is well, again, I don't really know that much about the. Does it just look like a bunch of proto-buff matches or something? Like, I mean, there's going to be. But also, like, even if we can explain it, it's just not likely to be very useful unless you're running a specific build of our engine and doing. And some of the stuff that we'll be doing with that data, we'll be using source engine stuff, but won't be a build that is in any way available. It will be being used by Randy Chi, which is a server-side thing and will never be available to anyone.
Yeah, like any cheat data obviously goes without saying. We're not gonna open that, but I'd love to get like integrations with like tools for exporting runs or something. Like that's fine. I mean, like we want to have, for example, we want to have run rendering in or like run rendering be like built into the replay viewer. So if you want to clip something or whatever, how do I do this? Oh my god, I just gotta get good.
Is it normal that your speed just drops by like 30 units when you jump? Is that just how this game mode works?
Yeah.
Because like you're walking to 250, then by the time you jump, you're at 220 for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't really know why.
What?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What happened for me? I'm confused.
Are
you talking about stamina?
Maybe.
If I just press W and jump, I'm still at 250.
I'm in a nips of toilet. I'll be.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it is stamina. Is it because I'm holding a strafe key?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're strafing too early after jumping. I don't know.
Oh. Ain't that something? Again, I'm not a big 1.6 head, but I'll play it.
I think you're not wiggling enough. Your air strafes.
Oh, okay. I thought strafing was ruining my speed.
Honestly, I think that's the hardest jump in the map.
Yeah, this definitely feels like it.
Actually, the bunny hops without auto are like way harder.
Oh, okay.
They're like the climb sections are so much easier than the bunny hops.
Should we move on to the next question?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Easy one.
It's from Elf514 chat. After 010, would it be 011 or 020?
It's gonna be 011.
Yeah.
So
011,
classic,
and then
yeah.
Are we going up to 014? I can't remember what the roadmap looks like.
I think 012 actually.
012. Okay. Yeah.
Currently. Though roaming lobbies just got in, so
yeah, I was going to say the roadmap has definitely been destroyed again, even though we only updated it like 2 months ago or something.
Yeah.
Where you at? I'm gonna try to help out. I can find like an easy strat.
For some reason, I'm just my jump speedometer is saying 214, and maybe it's because like every time I jump, there's 250. Is stamina not resetting when you teleport back? Like, do I have to wait?
No, I don't think stamina resets on the checkpoint menu.
Okay.
Even if you wait, it's still doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my bind M wheel down is just plus jump. M wheel up, I think, is plus talk, but I'm not scrolling up. So, don't know what's happening.
This jump is so easy. What are you having trouble with?
I'm getting 213.
Do you have it bound to space as well? Could you try space jumping?
Yeah, I'll try that.
I wouldn't recommend it. I use scroll.
For every jump, even if it's not a B-hop?
Yeah, no. Space is also doing it. Yeah, weird. 217. But if I hold W, yeah, see what? I was holding W there, 229. So what the fuck is happening? Every time I jump, it's just subtracting 30 units. I'm playing this in hard mode.
Can you go on like a flat area where you can see the problem more easily?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll just
like
teleport back. Yeah. So there's full speed.
Yeah, that's right.
That's full speed. But I think what happened was I created a checkpoint where my stamina is not fully back. Yeah, that might be the issue. Or no, maybe not.
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure checkpoint only changes your location.
Yeah.
Is it like edge friction or something that's slowing you down on the edge?
Oh, maybe. Am I jumping too late?
I doubt it. I jumped very late.
I don't know, because I'm definitely getting up to 250, and
yeah, it's very weird that it's just dropping it down.
Are you crowd? I'm trying to like look at your trail to see what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, it's I hold W to the corner here, and then jump and curve left and start like strafing.
I do like one wiggle and I make it.
Yeah, I'm not making it at all. Okay. Anyway, semantic versioning. The numbers are they're not connected. Well, they're not directly like influencing each other. So the 0 at the beginning is the fact that we're not publicly like, hey, momentum mod's like out and done and like on, we're in a playtest, right? So it's 0. The second number is a feature milestone. So right now we're just working on kind of like core features. So we're on the 10th iteration of that right now, where we've refactored a ton of shit that we've already had in place. But every time we do something like that, it's usually backwards incompatible. So it's like, hey, a new replay like version would be 011 or something like that, right? It's usually, it could be something big as well. So roaming lobbies or like multiplayer overhaul could have been also, this big kind of thing, but everything kind of coalesced into 010 because everything's connected right now. And it just makes sense to refactor these things. And then the third number is just patch version. So as we fix things, we push out those fixes. That is the 0938, 0940, 0941. Like we just increment by 1 every single time that we push out a patch. That's just like what patch number we're on, right? So that's that version number. So 010 leads to 010.1, 010.2, 010.3 until we're ready for 011, and then we bump it to 011.0, and then 011.1, 011.2 as we're pushing out patches. Can anyone get access to playtest at 010.0, which is what we're working on and what I'm currently showing off?
There's something weird going on here, actually.
Yeah, right? Like, am I hitting my head on something, or no?
I'm trying to bunny hop on this. I'm just, like, losing all my speed.
Oh, it's, like, against this wall. What?
Yeah, the wall.
It's the wall. You come down. All right, I'm going to set a checkpoint here. Try this.
Oh, I'm back. I didn't unmute. Next question.
All right, next question. Sorry.
Cody asks, if Momentum mod did ever come out, would you add a portal gun for more advanced movement?
No, it wouldn't
ask. No, it never will be added because Momentum's never coming out. It's a big if. Big if for a game that already exists.
Oh wait, if it ever did come out.
If it ever came
I
out.
Read that. Okay, I mean, let's not be too mean to this guy, but the portal gun is not the kind of thing that would belong in Momentum. The portal gun is the thing that belongs in Portal, which is a game that has that. Like
we have
it wouldn't be. I guess, but like, I mean, yeah, you could maybe do maps where it is okay, if feasible. I mean, you could kind of imagine a game mode that had it. It's just not, like, I could imagine lots of game modes that could be fun. And just because Portal's a thing, and we have the source code to it, doesn't mean that we have the technology for portals, map-based portals, those are great, but,
I
think like, that's a game mode that's using it, like, it's not really something we're aiming for. I don't know, you could, maybe, playing devil's advocate, you could imagine, like, B-hop with a portal gun could actually be quite fun, and you could design maps around it, maybe. But I'm not sure it would be that much. I feel like most of the nuance to B-hop is still going to end up being the B-hop movement, and then the portal gun is just, oh, I shoot a portal here. I don't know. But even then, like, you think of, like, there's kind of lots of kind of weird, wacky stuff you could do with... I don't know, for instance, like, if you think of, like, a B-hop map that has a portal gun, imagine that, like, some of it might be like, oh, you're trying to strafe and you do very quickly shoot a portal in, like, a very specific place to, like, somewhere, then you shoot a portal in front of you and you go through it. Like, it sounds kind of like, if that was a good mechanic that people liked, you could just have a B-hop map that has, like, a shootable trigger somewhere that you shoot with a gun. And most of the B-hop maps, as far as I know, that have shootable triggers you shoot with a gun were made, like, 15 years ago and suck. Or they don't suck, but like it's not that common a mechanic. Like I don't think, like, if people wanted mechanics like that, there's probably already ways you could kind of do that with those maps. So like, why? It just feels a bit artificial adding something like a B-hop, a portal gun, even if you thought it had some kind of additional benefit to it, when you could probably achieve something a bit like that with existing maps already, and people haven't done that. So I don't know.
It's edge friction.
Oh, you made it.
It's edge friction.
Just first try. Yeah, why was yours set to 2?
I don't know.
I agree, Lady. The scope for weapon-based stuff is definitely larger, but I still think a portal gun sounds a bit much, and like it wouldn't necessarily fit that well. Also, the mechanic of like how the view angles get shifted with portals and stuff is not great for movement stuff. Like it's okay, but like even if you play like surf trip portals and stuff, like you kind of notice like the jank of it a bit.
Are the
edge friction is 2?
Your edge frictions 2? Okay.
Yeah, I make it.
Yeah. What about your speed modifier?
I think what you're saying, Lady, makes like there's genuinely like some merit to that. Of like, yeah, you could just add a portal gun and see what people do with it, but then it would have to be completely new maps designed for that, right? Like we would just add it to existing map, that'd be dumb. But like even then, like I still think it's a bit. If we were going to start adding a big load of different weapons, I'm not sure that would be like a priority. But I don't know. I don't necessarily see any like harm in doing it, given that, especially for like modes that are already quite established, of like surf and B-hop, whatever. Like, kind of people already have ideas of what those modes are, and maybe, yeah, that's not a ladder.
It looked like it.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like in terms of make a portal gun with that map with game UI point. Oh, right. What, and do, like, fake portals? Maybe. But, like, yeah, it just... I don't know. I almost do feel like you can make the argument, well, why not just let people experiment with it? But for one, it's dev time, and, like, I don't think it's, like, at all high priority. But I can kind of see an argument for, like, well, might as well do it at some point. But, But also, like, if people, like, Momentum already has some really, really cool stuff for mappers that hopefully people do after a 10. But I don't think the reason people aren't making maps for Momentum is the lack of cool stuff necessarily. It's more so they don't want to make a map that's only playable in Momentum. They want something that can be played in other games. And I think once Momentum comes out, we'll probably see more interest in that, but who knows?
We need more Jerf maps, Rocket Bunny Hop, like that kind of stuff. That would be so sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, though keep in mind Jerf is still Rocket Jump. Right, like it's not surf Eric style.
Well, surf with rocket jump. That's what I want.
With Eric style, surf Eric style.
Baby. Yeah.
Mode mixing something, yeah.
In the actual surf game mode.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see my long jump skill.
I would love to have defrag weapons in the other modes too. I don't know how possible that is.
Garbage.
Mode mixing is like something we do want to do. It's just like that's something we kind of do have kind of vaguely planned out, but it's something we want to do like well past 1.0. And I think something like adding a portal gun, if we did start doing mode mixing and like adding other weird stuff, then maybe do a portal gun as well. Maybe there's a case for that, but that's my take on it. I don't know how other people feel,
need more jerk.
People like Jerf because it's easy and you go fast, but it's not a good mode, like not good rocket jumps.
I'll play some gold hop.
Should we do next question then? I've kind of rambled about it for a bit, but I've probably gone on for too long. Next question, Nick.
Oh, whoops. I thought I was on it.
Next question before you do your big button.
Big button.
Curly Braces again asks, which programming language did you use when writing Strata Source?
Well, we didn't write it from scratch. I mean, it's just Source 1 with bells and whistles, which is C++.
C++, baby.
We do quite modern C++. I mean, Valve, a lot of sources, C++11. For those who don't know, C++ kind of got less bad when C++11 was released.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff about it that I forget. Were templates in before then?
No. Oh, template like generics. Generics were in before that, but
yeah, that was before. But like stuff of But you get
const expert stuff is like C++ like 17 or 14, I think, and that started to open up. Like you can have a ton more compile checks, which just starts to point people
and
towards,
a ton
like,
more compile time.
Yeah, that too.
But smart pointers, but I forget there's stuff that you, for example, something like move semantics, which comes in C++11, you can't really do smart pointers well without move semantics.
Yeah.
And so quite a lot of kind of safety sort of features we got from that. And Valve have their own some smart pointer style stuff in, but yeah. We use on Strata, we use very modern C++. We have C++ 2023 stuff in Strata. We use concepts quite a lot. And various things. SL's a big fan of the new stuff in C++.
Yeah.
And I think, hot take, I really like the modern stuff in C++. I think the incoming compile time reflection stuff is really cool, and actually does really belong in the language. Like, people should stop complaining about C++ being bloated and crazy. It is bloated and crazy, but that's just the language you're using. And if you are using that language, you might want to use some of the compile time reflection stuff. And anyway,
yeah, should we move on to the next question?
yeah, let's just C++.
Have Elf514 chat again, asking, after the game releases, this guy's got a bit more faith in us, would there be a forum or whatever the type of channel is named for game mode suggestions?
I mean, you could just do it in feedback. That's kind of what it's meant to be. It's just like general feedback about the game, any bugs. Doesn't have to be specifically, hey, I have access, this is an issue. It's more just like, hey, like, have you guys thought about this? And then it's a nice organized way to discuss it.
No one reads.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I mean, realistically, the team would.
We do read it, but you get often get more attention if you use just like general momentum or whatever. But it doesn't really matter. Though, so game mode suggestions. You want to do that, Nick? I'm talking too much, or someone else?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're always open to ideas. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna make it in, or that it would fit. Like, we've already had some questions about game modes, and those are technically game mode ideas. So like people being like, oh, a cooperative mode or something, right? Where it's gonna be like, no, that just doesn't work with our, our philosophy. But there are some that are just gonna be like, hey, like, what about this mode that adds a grappling hook? And it's like, well, we could add a grappling hook as like a mechanic that mappers could like place, and like that's. Like, that's more appealing to us than having like a dedicated mode called grapple or whatever. Realistically, we want modes to be unique experiences and not just the same thing, but like a little bit. I mean, there are sub modes, so keep that in mind. Like, when you say game mode, I'm thinking like the whole category, right? Where's Spy Bungie, right? Where's NG fucking turret boosting? Yeah.
I love ideas, man. Ideas, guy.
Yeah, they're fun.
So with pre 1.0, we basically do not give a shit about doing new modes. Like, the focus is on taking, as in like modes that don't exist in other games, right? Like the focus is on taking stuff that exists in other games and doing that really well in Momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum as a platform, it's very easy for us to add new game modes. Like, surprisingly easy. You add a bunch of stuff to a bunch of enums. You implement some movement stuff. You ask me to do the back-end stuff because everyone else gets confused. And then you run some scripts and some stuff, and then there's not that much to it. Like, it's a lot of it's just website stuff. But it's not that hard. We have literally just a big list and some C++ comments being like, if you want to add a new mode, do this, 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 and this. Put it in the FGG because that needs it for some reason. But we don't therefore want to just make a million different random modes, even though it is quite easy to do, right? That's just not we're really focusing on until
we want a community
1.0.
to already exist around the modes and also the maps or the main content, right? So we want game modes that already have a bunch of content made for them.
Most of the suggestions we get, like, some of them we just, like, hide and seek we're never doing for technical reasons. Never happening. The stuff that we do sometimes get that, like, is kind of maybe, like, I mean, Trimping from TF2, like Demo Man, whatever. Shout out to the Demo Man from TF2. That gets brought up a lot, and then... Ooh, say again, sorry?
1.6 surf.
What? That's as a suggestion? Like,
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
We might maybe do. I mean, that's something I think we've discussed a little bit. Maybe we I mean,
is it actually that much different from
I don't know
regular surf though?
I've never actually tried it.
Like,
I don't know
if people do want more we've got 1.6 movement in now. Scroll hop is something that we're actively discussing, whether we do full scroll or stamina kind of thing. There's a pretty good chance we'll have scroll b-hop in momentum in the near future. That's something Panda's been looking into a lot, though. The question kind of is like, do we really commit to you have to scroll, and then AC gets a bit more complicated and stuff. But like that stuff we are discussing internally, and people are welcome to bring it up more. I was saying trimping's kind of an example because like it's something where there's just not very many maps for it. So,
but it is
not very many. There's I think about 2 maps.
Yeah, every time someone brings it up, they're like, trimping's really good. Look at this Solar Night video or whatever. Solar Night, lights, whatever. And it's cool, like you see the movement, but then if the movement was really good, there probably would be more maps for it, right? And it just doesn't seem like there's that much. I spoke to him in a TF2 pub about this a while ago. I think I was in a pub, he was in there, and someone else asked, maybe he was probably a friend of Solar Light, and recognized me because I'm really famous. I do momentum about trimping stuff, and I said like, "Well, is there many maps?" And then Solar Light said like, "No, I was making one," and then from him, I don't know. Like it's just that kind of thing. Like if people really want it, there should be more activity around it in other games, ideally. And if there was, maybe think about it more. Whilst then, with the kind of like variants of surf and b-hop and stuff, we're kind of doing some of that for O10 already, right? Like we're having HL1 b-hop in O10, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
KZ is in the works where we're going for 3 KZ variants. Then there's the stuff there's like scroll b-hop that's being considered. 1.6 surf, I don't think we've really spoken about. There's maybe a chance of doing 100 tick surf, but that's probably not coming anytime soon. Then what was the other thing? I think that was it, of like the kind of similar variants of stuff. And just because like map submission, like the new map submission system, like we can have leaderboards for the same map in multiple different modes, and so in cases where like maps are genuinely playable in lots of different modes, like they can just have leaderboards in lots of different modes, and so we're not necessarily really against adding, 1.6 surf or whatever like that, but there does definitely need to be demand, and I'm really interested with scroll hop to see like more people talking about it, and I think we should reach out more. And you've been doing that a little bit, I think, Panzer, but it would be great to have like more. If people really do want scroll, like it'd be really good to hear from people, because obviously we're worried about like splitting leaderboards up and making everything like too many modes. So we are planning on making our UI kind of lesser modes. We're just going to make smaller in the UI basically, but they'll still have all the same features and ranking and stuff. I'm talking too much again. But...
Yeah, I really want scroll hop. I'm a super big fan of it. It's one of my favorite modes.
Now's a really good time to start yelling at us about not just Panzer but other people. Like if other people really want scroll, that's a really good time to start going on about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking of replacing scroll with a different timing based mechanic that's like less RNG. More
yeah, but that's then the worry is, does that actually satisfy people that play scroll a lot?
Yeah.
And if not, then how many much people actually want to play it? And so
yeah,
at the moment we have our new convo, right? We could even play a map with it, maybe. Should we do that? Should we go back to like Arcane, but do the stamina scroll?
Yeah. It's like 4 different commands. I think I have it on my requests. Let me try to.
Okay, we're going on quite a bit. Maybe we should go through the other questions fast, but maybe if we move on to the next one, then we could play that in the background.
Yeah.
You can get the commands.
Yeah, give me the commands. I'll be in voice team text channel for them. Oh, perfect, Mac. That's actually perfect for the thumbnail, by the way.
Nice.
Oh my god, it's really
literally perfect.
But I'm so glad we have a thumbnail. It's always because I've always worried we always come up with something really last minute, and it's always fucking stupid. So it's good to have one that's not complete nonsense or just my dog for like the 4th time.
All right, so here's the scroll. Here's the scroll bunny hop mode. You do MV allow auto hop 0. There you go. Scroll mode activated. Anyway, no.
Oh, do we want to show off the friction or just scroll?
It's up to you guys, but I will change the.
Let's just do friction, maybe. I think that's a decent shot.
Just friction with auto hop.
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't Eric so... Oh, okay.
This is like something we still need feedback on.
Yeah.
So with auto hop enabled, but MV B hop. B-hop friction 1. And then air cell as well, or
air cell rates on 100.
Okay.
Stamina's enabled.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, the other thing, SV max speed is 250.
Oh, 250. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because for some reason the auto hop settings use like the scout move speed, and scroll hop uses like knife pistol speed.
So, am I supposed to be able to auto hop on this, or like should I be?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one you can. It just says.
So jump in a straight line without air strafing and look at your speed.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
So this is kind of like if you're playing scroll hop, and every time you scrolled, you are like 1 tick late. So it's kind of simulating that speed loss.
Hmm.
The issue with this is like it just makes you strafe spam so much. Like you just need to strafe spam so much.
I actually like that.
Yeah.
Okay, next question's from Rody. Same question as always. How's the fitness going? Everyone staying healthy? Favorite personal record?
You guys can go first. I know this
I'm
is
really looking forward to this being over so I can eat the rest of the chow mein that I had for dinner. So I'm healthy as always.
Yeah, I got some mochi waiting for me after the stream. I'm excited.
Nice.
I took a lead climbing course about a month ago.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I can now lead climb. So I've been doing a lot of that over the past month, and it's super fun, but extremely tiring. Lead climbing's the one where like you're not attached to anything to start with, and when you climb up the wall, you've got the clips that you have to manually clip your rope into every like meter or two. But it does involve you having to sort of stop every 2 or 3 moves to just hang off one arm while you clip your rope in, and that is so tiring when you're not used to it.
Holy crap, yeah.
But it's good fun though. It's definitely good practice, and I've felt my endurance come along a ton in only a month, so we'll see.
Yeah. That's always the best feeling, just feeling like kind of progress, like even incremental, like endurance or strength progress. For me, I am not eating chow mein or mochi, unfortunately. I am actually on. Oh wait, why did I press that? Fuck, sorry. I'll just no. And use my shift bind to go faster. There we go. Anyway, I am still working out. I'm still doing all of the strength training I've been doing. I actually have started a nutrition plan with nutritionists that work at like the gym that I go to, and so I have like vitamins and things that I need to eat. I have my meals that I need to I don't necessarily need to prep them like fully. It's more just kind of like my portions have been picked out by a nutritionist that like looked at what I'm doing and what I should eat. So after this stream, I will be eating 7 ounces of ground beef, 90-10 ground beef. I'm gonna marinate or use some
90-10. Live a little.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how we'll see how good it is.
Yeah.
I've never really gone anything above 80-20, but anyway, yeah, like we'll see. But it has some fat, 10%. Let's go, I'll take that. Anyway, but the workouts have been going well. I had a morning workout session today, and it's different when we go on Saturdays compared to my normal boot camp session, which is right after work. It's on campus, and it's just like just change and go to it. Oh God, is this even completable? Hold on.
Yeah.
Am I gonna?
No, it should be. Yeah, it definitely is. I was my game just crashed because I tried to spec Nick, but until then I was actually really enjoying the stamina. It actually feels quite good.
It's very.
I'm not sure other people are gonna like it over scroll, but I'm surprised by how especially for a map like this, it's designed for it. Like, But it's pretty good. We need more people trying this out. Like, it'd be really great to get more scrolly nerds playing it.
But
Is this its own game mode then? In the future,
potentially.
So people don't have to put in the 5 commands or whatever. I guess maybe pinning the 5 commands to the B-hop channel is worth it.
Fully
until we
decided
get added.
whether we're doing It's not like 100% whether we're doing this as a whole new mode, especially because it's not clear if this kind of stamina system is going to satisfy the people that just want to play scroll b-hop.
Yeah.
Right. And they might just want scroll, but you know they might be interested in this. We just need that feedback from people.
Yeah.
It would be really nice, I think, not to have to do scroll, but it is a case of like, well, if the people that want to play this are asking for the scroll variant as opposed to this kind of auto hop stamina thing, then like it's not necessarily clear who just the auto hop stamina thing is really serving. Though I do like it.
It's an interesting feeling, but the fact that I am able to progress is good. I was really worried that it was going to be very hard.
Oh yeah.
But it's there. I mean, I've kind of just grown up on auto, so I'll probably stick with it.
Yeah.
But
there's something very satisfying like doing this part fast with auto. Well, stressful, but like satisfying.
Yeah, it's almost like it kind of just keeps your speed in check, which is nice. So like it does feel like this is probably how the map is meant to be played.
Yeah.
More than auto, because auto, 3 hours ago when I was doing that, I was flying. I was flying through this. But yeah, as for the workouts, personal record, I'm really digging squats, and my personal record is now 160 pounds, not kilos. 160 pounds of weight for a squat. I'm building it up. I think it was 130 last time I was asked, which was like last year. But feeling again that personal progress of like weight, and it's just amazing. And I'm not gonna be a musclehead or anything. I'm just doing this to make sure I'm going into my 30s with a decent bill of health. Oh, okay. This tree does not like me. But I've been really enjoying that. And then I forget my like bench record and stuff. I don't know. Benching is whatever. I'm more of a fan of like squats and doing more, I don't know. Like deadlift, I think I can do, was it 90 plus 45 for the bar?
What are these words even
135? I don't know, it's workouts that only Rhodey and I know.
Okay. I just don't need like a specific thing like this, like I feel like a life of crime is exercise enough for me. Just,
Yeah. Or like
there's
playing Balatro or something is like.
There's so many different ways you can burn calories through shoplifting.
Yeah, like exactly. Running from the cops. That's some
right. And the whole process is exercise enough. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I've been getting a bit more exercise because I've got the dog and I've been on the exercise bike a bit more, but I don't want to fucking like walk to a gym and do gym stuff. I can't be
arsed. Yeah, I never wanted to, which is why I just got an active hobby and it takes care of itself.
Yeah, that is the downside, because like once like I can't like really go on like dates or anything because like I'm on a strict like diet and I have like 3 days
don't do that. Come on now.
What do you mean? Come on now. I'm trying to lose weight. I have to.
Yeah, but like
I have to eat less and eat better, and that's what the nutrition.
Yeah, but you can like go out to like a restaurant or whatever, right? Like
okay, well, true. I can do
like if you're not doing that, like
you
have to have some.
The idea behind it is just like for the next like 3 to 6 months, I just need to make sure I'm in a rhythm of like not falling back to I'm gonna eat a bunch of like orange chicken or something. That's the main thing that is checking. Of course, I can go out, but it's like it just kind of sucks because it's like I don't want to keep doing that or like keep going out or keep like I could do it once or twice and then it's like whatever. But no, I'm feeling healthy though. Today at the gym I did kind of like strain my back. I don't think I pulled anything outright. It doesn't hurt as bad as pulling something, and I have pulled something before, which is why I started working out. But it for sure was interesting to see that. It's interesting to see the weight loss journey too. I'm already down like 15 pounds, so I got another like 40 to go, but it's going well. And so thank you for coming to my health TED Talk. you will see a much skinnier Goknak in like 6 to 8 months probably. But I think my goal weight's like 175, so I'm just gonna try to go for that and see how it goes. Again, I'm not gonna go anorexia or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna take what the fuck the pill or the shot that you can get now. Ozempic, that's it. I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm just gonna naturally just eat better and do more things than I used to, and hopefully turn 30 and be happy with my body. So, anyway. Anything else for Rhodey's question here?
I've been losing gains. I've been staying inside too long.
Oh,
also, yeah. Partially because I've been sick, and also when it snows out, I can't run outside, so I get less motivated.
Yeah.
I have to run on the treadmill, which is...
I hate the treadmill.
Death, yeah.
Yeah, it's boring.
It's so boring.
Riding an exercise bike is worse.
Yeah.
Treadmill's not even... Like, yeah, that...
I've also been using the stair climber. That's a bit.
It's like
when the body weight matches the squat. Hell yeah.
I am planning on getting back into running at some point, and I've been jogging a bit more lately. Not like full jogs, but
I can jog with
we'll get back into that. Well, yeah, I mean,
can she jog?
Like,
I don't know.
She's really bad at running at the moment. Because I'm the only one that walks her that runs as well. And so she just chases me. Well, like, she's just like running alongside me, running into me, just looking up at me excitedly, like, what is this?
Like, oh, what are you doing? Where are we running to? Yeah, as opposed to.
But no, we can get I'm gonna get better at that, and it would be nice to be doing jogs with her at some point.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it depends where. Like, there's area along like the canal where that would be nice to do, but
yeah, Lodi raises a great question. Why don't you just conk everywhere or bunny hop everywhere?
Oh, conk, yeah, no, conking would be probably funniest to watch someone do. But I mean, I have an exercise bike. It's boring as shit.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
And I don't know. This is the thing with health stuff for me. It's like I hear people talk about their health plans or whatever, and I'm like, I miss smoking. Like there's something so like. That's fair. I get it, but like there's something so dull about like the health stuff.
It's incredibly dull. Yeah, I can't have any of the sauces that I used to just love.
That's the thing of like diet-wise, like I should get my diet better, and I actually can as well. Like it's easy for me to do. I just don't. But like I could not do like that kind of like really uber specific dieting stuff just because. Sometimes I want to make like I don't know curry goat or something, whatever like stuff I like to cook, and I'm not going to stop cooking that because like no, you can't eat that goat. I like goat.
just like, run more and diet less.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I just don't care that much about having like super perfect weight or like being I don't know muscly like that.
Yeah,
but right? I'd love to be at the point where I can be comfortably doing jogs and maybe doing some longer stuff. Like long distance running is a really like I'm never bored when I'm running. Like running is like even if I am just in my own head in the same way that I would be on an exercise bike, like it's just so much nicer to do that. And I'd love to get more in shape where I can be doing longer runs. Which I'm getting improvements with, but yeah, I'm still gonna have a burger every now and then.
Yeah.
Or like way worse than that. Like I'm doing fucking like pig's cheek carnitas and shit. Like.
There you go. Okay. No, I like that was.
It's like you literally like it's like half fat, right? So you buy like 2 pig's cheeks, right, and then you just let it braise, like do it in beer, and then let the beer all evaporate off.
Yeah.
Eventually, but then it's just cooking in the fat. And so that and the tortilla with like a very acidic salad, or like kind of just cilantro and spring onion and loads of lime and shit.
One of the things I was getting into is more Sichuan Chinese like vegetables, like eggplant, like braised eggplant is amazing.
Yeah, I actually don't like aubergine or eggplant, which is the same thing, which is terrible.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Sichuanese food, if you can get the larder for it of the dry ingredients, is one of the absolute most enjoyable things to cook for me.
Yeah.
Just being able to do a mapo tofu really well in 15 minutes.
I want to learn how to. Yeah, I want to learn.
Easiest thing to cook. If you've noticed Chinese Cooking Demystified on YouTube, it's one of the fucking best YouTube channels. They did a video recently on the history of mapo tofu, and it's fantastic.
Okay, I'll watch that while I'm eating.
One of the top 10 greatest dishes on earth, in my opinion.
Yeah.
just so much that like I should for it.
Oh wait, how the fuck do I do this with the speed cap? Okay, hold on.
Anyway, should we move on?
Yes. Otherwise,
So
the overview of it is fitness is going well. Thank you for asking.
So well that we had to reschedule our meeting.
Yep. Yep.
No, it's actually really good. We change our meeting times so we can we actually get more people in.
Get Rio in and yeah.
We've
Vortex as
alternating
well.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice. It's nice to get in the routine and not like I used to kind of dread working out, and not having that dread anymore is great.
Yeah.
Just being like I'm here and doing this, and you know, it does suck that I hurt my back today, but it'll heal. I'm sure it's just growing pains, literally. It's like do this more, but yeah.
You're gonna have a massive back.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm gonna have to just like get new shirts. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you for asking, Rody. And yeah, I agree. I saw your message too. I can't run. I don't like it. I really don't like running, but I love bicycling. I love riding my bike. So I do that instead. And then going for walks is fine. So because that's more chill. You can kind of just like listen to music and like, you know, enjoy the weather. Sometimes do a little Mary Jane or something to enjoy the vlog better. Yeah, from Spider-Man, you know? Anyway, yeah. So, moving on.
Yeah.
Last couple of questions here before we're probably going to wrap up here. We're at the 3-hour mark.
Good question, this. Mac.
Sorry, I'm in my own little world.
Who is? So will it be possible to modify the momentum mod client? No.
No.
What do you mean by that? Like,
if you meant UI, yes, because our UI is open source. But modifying like the code or injecting
binaries,
things,
no. Yeah, and we'll kill you.
Yeah, we will. Tom's serious about that. But
like, I mean, when you start doing client modifications that we don't want you to do, that becomes we're not telling you what we're doing to track that, but like if you do that and we don't, or you're doing stuff we don't want you to do, even if you do it for innocent reasons, we don't want you doing that.
Yeah.
Like that's just how game dev works and how Antitude works. Is you don't like the stuff that like with stuff like Pano, we're really happy for people to do all sorts of crazy modifications to, right?
Yeah.
But like and like Masadas, like materials and models. The one thing with models, right, is going to be collision meshes, right? Like if you're doing a run that you submit to our submission system and the collision mesh is different, the validation.
Oh yeah, materials are fine.
And we don't want that.
Yeah.
But like materials we're completely fine with. Yeah. We're really not that worried about like
wall
you
hacks.
know, people doing like right. Like it's something that we're not gonna
Yeah.
The thing we don't want is anything
PR.
that's like game binary is like no, you can't modify. So that's what I assumed you meant by client, but that's maybe being a bit uncharitable.
Yeah.
And in terms of like other stuff of like configs, we don't want like fancy configs. Generally, we don't have enable await command. It's not even a thing. We don't build it. I don't think. Probably some if somewhere we have disabled. And so we don't want advanced scripting basically, or real any like significant scripting. But Pano you can do a shitload with, and currently Panorama has a thing called game interface API.console command that we will get rid of because that lets you do scripting via like JavaScript with like set timeout and stuff, or not set timeout with a schedule function that Pano has, but like the console command we will get rid of, and maybe some other stuff will limit quite heavily because Pano is like it's literally a whole like V8 JavaScript instance, which is amazing for UI, and we're really happy for people to do fancy UI like custom strafe trainers and stuff. Potentially, we're okay with. Probably there may be cases where we see stuff that's too strong, and we do have to limit it in some ways. It'd be a real shame if we did have to not allow custom scripts, though we might get to that at some point. It's really hard to say. Like. I feel like with the amount that we expose to do like current like bhop strafe stuff, you might worry that it could get too powerful potentially. But
yeah, there's
right now we're like not, so we're not guaranteeing that it will be. Yeah, we're not guaranteeing it will be open forever though, and it might be the case like if people are doing safe stuff that's like good, but there's some stuff that's too strong, we might have to limit what we allow the client to run, but then allow people. But exactly right.
There's
so
ways
then
that
we
we
have
could get involved that like don't
exactly
neuter innovation and stuff.
But if you want to, like, you can like literally like you can change the Momentum's UI in a way that's far more significantly than VGUI let you do. Like you can restyle the entire thing like completely, like in so many ways. And yeah, if you just look at the Pano code, you can see how much stuff is going. And like that stuff you can just straight up modify, and it will. We have built-in TypeScript and Sass compilation as well, so like it just works. But yeah, why remove so when you can put it behind cheats? I don't know if we'd put a game like Panorama APIs behind cheats.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like that's not really what that's intended for. Game interface API console command we will just straight up get rid of. I'm afraid, like it is too strong.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of that will literally like the stuff. There's some code we have that does use that. And we'll just move that to C++. And in some cases, it will probably just call like console commands through C++. Just do the exact same thing, but only we can do it.
Last block, damn it. Yeah, this feels alright. I mean, I kind of long for auto at this point, but like, it feels like for this map, it feels good. I just worry there's not gonna be a lot of maps it'll feel good for.
Well, so many other maps made for it.
There's a lot, yeah. Actually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I'm just watching Nick play, but I'm really surprised by like how much I like it.
I like it more on maps that where you're just like they're designed for the slower speed.
Yeah.
This is more like a speedrun BHOT map, so it kind of works on both. But for maps like Exodus, KZ BHOT Benchmark, Yankoma, those type of maps, it's really good.
Well, I think the main thing right now, like if I've said before, like if we can get like scroll people playing this and letting us know, like if there's any chance they think this like auto hop with stamina version could be acceptable to them, that would be great. And if not, then it's quite likely we do just go with scroll somehow. But it would be kind of a shame to. Like
most of the settings, most of the settings in the BOP channel.
Anyone watching this, including on YouTube, definitely give it a go on a 10.
Yeah. If you have access to the game, it's a beta branch right now. It'll eventually be the actual update of the game. If Momentum Mod ever comes out, of course.
We're always going through some cheater drama, so they might be more open now. Wait. Oh, right. But just because... That's the thing with, like, I don't know how you're supposed to detect scroll.
Fuck.
In the same way that, like, nulls and stuff, you just end up having some threshold of... fucking... Whatchamacallit?
I think this is our last. This is our last asked question through Discord.
We have some others in Q&A live, but we'll do that next month, I think, because we've done so many.
Yeah, we did a lot of this session. I didn't mean to press that, but I'm not going to.
That's some good questions.
All right, Mac. Last question here.
Lodi asks, "What's your favorite movement map at the moment, or of all time?"
Ooh, the or.
Yeah.
You can go first if you want.
I feel like a lot of the stuff I like in Surf is like really just nostalgia stuff and not actually good. I would say probably Movement Map is genuinely A-Hop Coast. Because it's like just the right amount of jank and it's something I can just play over and over again and I really just enjoy A-Hop.
I'll play it.
We did get a mirror mode thing. I don't know if you did that. Oh no! Did you do the one?
I did the original one halfway through my
original working one. Coast is just so playable. And A-Hop in general, I think, is like a really.
Oh wait.
No. Oh yeah, you have to change those. A-Hop in general is like a really playable mode. I think like there's not that many like fast mouse movements, and it's just quite relaxing to play and quite like kind of rhythmic.
Wait, I
get really stressed every time I miss my S-Tap.
Oh, you don't have zones. Just
this map hasn't been ported to the O10, I don't think.
Yeah.
That
should be in A-Hop, I think, but
no, I was in KZ. It loaded like a checkpoint menu and stuff.
Okay.
Let's see.
But what are anyone else's favorite maps?
I mean, I'm pretty biased too to say Coast. I don't know what entity broke there. That's kind of nuts.
Do a save log for the start.
What? Oh, I rebound my Z. Okay. What's my X then? Oh, Jesus. That's the ruler?
Okay. Yeah, that thing's really useful.
Alright. I'm just going to...
It's hard for me to remember my favorite because I played all my favorite maps like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's the same.
Like I've been playing mostly defrag more recently. But just off the top of my head, I think the Exodus might be my favorite.
I don't actually know it. Probably played it.
It's that old Aoki map. It was what inspired me to make. Actually. Even though they're so different.
Oh yeah, that was it. The landmark.
Oh yeah, they
wait,
are.
what one's Exodus? Oh wait, is it that? Is that the one with a bunch of like anime shit?
There's some, yeah.
Yeah, that map's bad. Yeah, you did make me play. I didn't do that map. Yeah, the landmarks are pretty fucked.
Yeah.
We need to fix those. What did we change there? I don't understand.
I think Surf Fast is my favorite surf map. Can't think of anything else.
I was saying like I really do like Omnibus. It's called a Scar was in here earlier. That was crazy. Like I actually the older like surf linears I just find really enjoyable. Sorry,
I liked Delusion or Delusional, whatever it's called.
That was like my least favorite map of his, probably.
No?
Yeah,
the surf isn't that great, but I just like the visuals.
Oh, the visuals are incredible. Yeah, no, those were like, I think that I was like playing surf kind of actively. I think mainly because I had my own server.
Is this brighter than normal?
I added that map to that server, maybe.
This feels brighter than normal.
Surf Law's pretty good.
Like the tunnels felt really bright.
Yeah, it does look a bit brighter. No, I think you're right. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, Surf Legends.
Wait, can you do that consistently? I guess there's a lineup. Or... I don't know how to do that. What you just said, Nick. That's.
Oh yeah. Oh, I might be actually on extra brightness. Let me see. Map brightness. Yeah, I am. 150%. Good memory. Good memory, Glyph.
Hold on.
That's why it's bright. I made it bright.
But yeah, I love those like. Yeah.
I got a forward for Legends.
Legends is like
been too long.
It's so good. It's so bad, but it's so good.
Oh, those
it's just such a satisfying. That's not a. Oh yeah, it's like a regular TP. I used to just love playing Legends. Like the jail on that map is so.
Yeah.
All
the secrets.
Yeah.
Map brightness 0.3. All right, bet. Let's try it. I mean, with these fucking landmarks, it might be a little fucked, but.
So we have this new command, mom screenshot official. I've not actually tried yet. I think it is in the game now. And we set your brightness to 1. We force it to 1.
That's fine.
Because if you're making a map, you should be using brightness 1. I don't care if that annoys you. You should be using it. Because why would you not? Because you're trying to make a map that looks good for most people. The default. It's the default. So the command actually sets it to 1. Because we want to kind of try to standardize stuff and make what you see on the screenshots look like the thing. And like you want to avoid like the kind of arms race scenario of like everyone makes really dark maps, everyone ups their brightness and so. What is this?
Oh, God, everything's deep fried.
All right, let's go. All right, mom save log current. All right, here we go. I'll try my best to remember how this map goes. Oh my god.
The thing is like it's the general like it's just the specific displacements that you have to.
Oh god, yeah, it is. Wait, hold on.
Wait, do you have Bloom enabled, or is there some post processing going on? It looks very deep fried.
I don't know. I mean, I have color correction on. I don't have Bloom on though.
Yeah, I feel like it is some post thing, right? It's like it's weird.
Yeah, like those buildings are not supposed to be that red.
Oh really? I mean, this is.
Yeah, it does feel like there's some.
Map brightness is kind of like a post thing, I think. I forget how it was implemented. Oh my god, where's the tunnel? Okay. I can't see. All right, there we go.
You know where it is.
I know exactly where it is. I'm fucking teleporting.
The teleports aren't helping again.
Do Mirror World as well. Why not?
All right, yeah, that's fine. I'll do Mirror World.
I love Mirror World. That's such a fun, silly little feature. But.
I know this part.
But the thing with there's so many, especially surf maps, I just haven't played because I just don't play new maps at all. Jesus Christ, where are you going?
I'm going fast. That's where I'm going.
Oh, mirror mode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. Like I was playing like Surf Rush. I think it was Sam map. I could be getting that mixed up. Someone suggested that, and I was playing that a couple of months ago, probably longer, but. and really enjoying that. And like that, what was that spy complex map we added, tier 3, quite technical one. Like new surf maps I just have not played. I'm really excited to actually play.
Yeah, there's so many
servers at all.
There are so
like,
many new surf maps.
Yeah, and like it's just the standards gotten so much higher, and
yeah, like my favorite map would probably change if I just tried like any new surf map.
Yeah.
That enough? No. I need more speed. This is cursed.
Yeah. No, this is going for like this is like so weird to look at on. Because you just know the displacement so well.
Yeah. No, I missed the tunnel. Fuck. All right.
Yeah. Can you do rock launch?
Yeah, I think I just did right there off that one. Fuck. This is simply use matte monitor gamma. I think we removed that shit actually.
Yeah, you should have played the version with Dogathan spinning around everywhere.
Oh god.
I might still have that actually.
A-hop coast improved.
Yep, there it is. All right, let's go. Oh, and we still have the photo of A-hop or B-hop arcane in the background. False advertising. Oh my god, I'm in hell. All right.
Is it still mirrored? That's the question.
I think so. And what? How am I in the infinite?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you would have gone left. Could have gone left out of the start rather than.
That's right.
Oh, I
Is
love
this.
this.
Start? No, this is the end.
I love the like difference in sizes.
I think this is it.
Dogathan.
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, where am I?
We don't deserve dogs.
Honestly. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay.
So zoned. Yeah, where are you? Oh right, okay.
I have no idea. All right.
Good old
Mom save
Dogathan.
luck. Create.
A made up dog.
All right, here we go. Yeah, isn't it like an AI dog or?
No.
I have no depth perception. Why are the rocks not retextured? What the hell?
It's a meshes.
Oh, that's true.
I don't we could make lumper do it. It'd have to modify like an MDL file. We need to do some stuff with MDLs though, because we need to ship collision meshes with the game.
God.
Like, I think Craftable's done an MDL parser.
Also, is this wooden fucking footstep noises on sand?
There's something.
I made it wood because I didn't put it in the map, but my wood surface prop sound is dog barks, which is like that for the entire game, and it's been that way for about 6 months.
Nice.
So if you see me like streaming and I'm playing Momentum, and I'm standing on like wood stuff, you just hear barks, just multiple different dog barks. I should record Loxy, and
get some real borks.
A-hop coast improved too. She does the funniest noises. She just does this thing of like she's being kind of playful, but like she's being a bit bitey sometimes. We'll tell her to stop, and she's got a lot better at it. But she'll just look at you and just look slightly frustrated and do these just noises. Just
oh. I've
idiot. Oh, look at Dogathan. Look at that.
Oh
shit. Yes.
Oh fuck. All right, I guess I'm A-hopping this part. All right, there we go.
The sea of Labrador.
Look at that lab. Oh no, yeah. I missed the fucking. I have no depth. I can't. All right. Oh, okay. Nope, that didn't work. Let's get some speed off this. Will we add skateboards?
Yeah, skateboards.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool little nod to.
We have the rocket jump thing.
Oh yeah, the rocket jump skateboard. Look at the. It feels like I'm on like fucking ecstasy right now. What is this? What's happening?
On ecstasy, specifically ecstasy.
Specifically ecstasy, or mushrooms, honestly.
Well,
it's Google's like DeepMind rendering the.
Oh yeah, the deep dream thing.
Yeah.
Dream. What is that?
Everything.
There's some drug that will do this. I guess just alcohol.
Having a dog and then
can make.
The slow rotating.
Yeah. It's so good.
Love
just
that. Oh come on! I keep miscalculating the depth. I need some more speed. I don't want to teleport back.
The one time I did acid, we just stared at a wall for like 2 hours.
What the fuck? Why didn't that work?
I feel like this would have.
I tried mushrooms once and they did nothing to me.
Yeah, he's a very
bad batch or something.
Yeah. Unactivated. No, I've never done anything other than weed.
The drugs are overrated.
Yeah.
Just make spinning dogs instead.
Just get a dog instead.
Similar effects.
Yeah.
What? It's
like I was walking Luxie earlier, and like there's the area I was walking was like a big kind of valley area, small valley really. And it's all really wet at the moment. And these kids, for some reason, were like smoking a joint in like the dumbest spot where they were trying to be in like this kind of wooded area and kind of hide from people. But at the same time, because of like the big wet patch, all the dog walkers, and there's like a dog walker a minute or something going past them. Were like going right past them because the double void is massive wet patch. And it's like, I get that, like, okay, your kids, it's like a Saturday afternoon, you're trying to sneak out and have a joint together, whatever. But, like, you literally just have, like, a Labrador going past you, like, every minute where you are. Like, go somewhere else. Like, I wouldn't want that. If I'm smoking a joint, I don't want, like, a dog coming up to me.
That is so disorienting. Oh, God.
Fucking train tracks are just like a seizure-inducing nightmare. Oh my god! Oh,
I really like the lighthouse on whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I gotta get to the lighthouse. Let me.
Has like these great like phase patterns. So great.
I think I need to be on the other side. Yeah, right here.
I wonder what like the periodicity or whatever of this texture is, because I think it's incredibly high. There's like 4 different transforms like composited, all with different periods. So what they're like, what's the time? What's it called? Like the recurrence.
Frequency or
the time it takes for like the same to get the exact same angle and transform and everything, and it's going to be like
which way do I go? This is my new. Oh no, that was not the right way. This is my new horror source mod. Everyone.
Yeah.
Am I?
I was writing the doc earlier, like of guidelines, and I was like talking about like general rules, and I said like horror's okay, but don't put excessive gore in or something. We got a question about this, and I'd like the idea that like this would be what people would do instead.
Dogs instead. I mean, this is what we'll replace porn with, like porn textures.
Oh, a spinning dog. It's actually a decent shot. Okay. Especially because material proxies like have no.
Oh, we got the eerie noise. We got the eerie noise too from the original.
Material proxies like don't change the texture itself or anything. Like it's literally just a VMT thing, so they're just free. Also, good night, Mac. Mac's already gone.
Oh, Mac's gone. All right, thank you for reading the questions this time, Mac.
I think that's all of our questions. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So if you guys have any more questions, get them in while there's
anything we get. There's a few things. Oh, I guess if we want to go through any. I mean, there's not really that much. Should we do the last 2 that were on Q&A live? Real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. 2. If you're doing timestamps, there'll be 2 from like now. Also, hi to. Squirrel asks, are there any privacy implications for having the roaming lobbies peer-to-peer? No, because of Steam Datagram Relay.
Yes.
So everything gets piped through a Steam server, which they claim is faster, and I don't believe. It's going to be surely a longer round trip most of the time. But anyway, there's the peer-to-peer stuff is peer to Steam to peer. And it's just Steam being like, oh, we have a fuckload of hardware and have this. Also, it's genuinely a really cool system. I think a lot of this is Fletcher Dunn. Is that his name? Fletcher? Yeah.
Yeah. Fletcher Dunn.
Yeah. And yeah, it's it wouldn't work, right, if you were exposing user IPs to each other. That just wouldn't be a system.
So there is a setting. I should note here there is a setting in Steam that you should probably check because I don't know what it defaults to. but there is a setting where you can either force it to always use relay, which should be on by default. I don't know why it's not, but let me see exactly where it is so I can give you guys the right info
where is
here.
it?
It is settings, and then in game. So in Steam, you go to settings, the in-game tab, and then scroll all the way down to Steam networking, and do friends only. Do friends only for that, because that by default I think is everyone.
Is it really?
I think it's everyone.
That seems crazy.
So
I do not believe that.
Because I think it's everyone. I don't know if it defaults to friends only. I don't know why they have an option for default and then friends only if that's the case. But anyway, yeah, just make sure you hard set that to friends only.
No, they seem to be saying that it's not, that default is not always.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty, no, it definitely says, they say on the docs, experience high ping time, would prefer to risk sharing your IP address to attempt to get a faster connection. Right. You might try changing the value to always, which is implying always is not the default.
This will not share unless it appears necessary. And our lobbies are worldwide.
Right.
So
does they really? What does appears necessary mean?
I don't know what that means. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I would hard set that to friends only. If you're really concerned about it, I did that like when I first heard about this setting, because I don't know why it's not just friends only by default. Because like when the fuck would I ever want to just publicly expose my IP to random strangers?
I don't care. But
like it's so dumb.
I'll do mine. I don't give a shit.
But
it's just computers.
It's just computers. No other information. No. Oh yeah, here, let's check out the it's
like the worst thing to say. It's like web dev lead. Yeah, just show your IP address. Yeah, it's just computers.
It's just computers.
No, but yeah, that's the idea. Is datagram relay means it all goes via Steam.
Here we go.
And I think like CS uses the same thing, right? They say that they
up here. I earned that.
Like Counter-Strike 2 and CS:GO before, I think do use datagram relay for all that stuff.
Is it screen pairing? What is the line?
I love the like cycles you see, or like it kind of calms down for a moment.
Is it terrifying? And then yeah, you can.
That is a great dog. He is moving. Right, last question from Chris with 2 eyes. Will Momentum Mod have some kind of world record, server record history section for maps?
Yes. We plan to
server record history, no. Like we're not tracking other servers, if that's what you mean.
Oh yeah, no.
How we really do that.
No.
Our stuff, yeah, we'll
have world record
I forget what we do.
We keep all of your PBs and we keep every world record. That's going to be our policy for keeping runs. If you do not PB, we do not
as in
keep
replay
the
files,
replay.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the replay files. But for history of world records, I forget if we were going to do a separate table for some stuff at some point.
Yeah, separate bucket, separate table for keeping track of those. Because yes, absolutely, world record history is very important to keep.
Yeah, and it'd be really nice to do some fancy UI for that and stuff. That would be a good thing for an open source contributor to do, because it's kind of low priority but really nice to have.
Yeah, we just gotta spec it or get a mock-up.
Yeah, he's pretty easy to spec as well. Well, yeah. Well, I don't think we do a separate run. We have this past run table that has this thing. I don't know if that has a way of tracking world records right now. Maybe we could adapt that to make it do that. And yeah, but yeah, we'll do that. We do care about the history stuff. It'd be really nice doing big, graphs of different runs and stuff, and doing all that in front end would be really fun. Maybe in Pano, probably not.
Yeah.
Though I did have do my line graph thing, that was fun. But
I think...
we had one more, which was I think Lodi. Lodi asks best Muller Corner flavor. Muller Corners are these like yogurts.
Oh.
It's like a yogurt and a thing that goes in the yogurt. So you just Google it. Okay. Muller Corner. I guess you can't like screen share, but they're like, there's like a corner bit. So there's a big bit of yogurt and then a corner bit on the side
that you like flip. things into.
Yeah, and the issue for me, I just don't like muddle corners because every time I try to flip it and all the yogurt goes everywhere. And I just wish that they made. I just wish that they made the.
Are you
the
flipping
bit that
the
you
wrong
flip
corner?
it into larger?
God damn it. They have them here. They're not called that. I forget what they're called here, but there's one that has like a peach cobbler, like peach yogurt.
Yeah,
that one's really good.
I don't remember.
That's
I've not
my
had
favorite.
one of these in forever.
I haven't either.
Also,
and it's all
this
sugar.
is
the fucking...
right.
Okay, hold on.
I remember.
No,
there was like.
I think we have an even better
No,
thumbnail in
I do
general.
remember. Wait, it's not a muller corner, is it? Wait, what?
No, in
Oh,
general.
what the
I look like Slenderman. I don't
right.
Oh my god, it took me 3 seconds to recognize how you were facing.
I kind of like the rocket jumper guy more.
Yeah, no, I like the rocket jumper guy.
It is weird. I do like the U in that. Looks so like
so Slenderman.
Is that from Arcane? From the Stage 4?
Yeah.
Nice.
Someone asked in chat, like, did you fix that, Panzer? Like, how
was that
like
fixed in
retexturing it? Like,
I didn't fix it in this version. I heard there's a fix in like the V3 version.
Fix what? The crunkiness.
Yeah, somebody did something.
You have to retexture it. Like, what?
I don't know.
Like that grid pattern just fucks with H264 or 5 or whatever.
Just encoding in general.
Yeah. It's just hard to.
I think 2-pass. If you do like a 2-pass render, whatever runs, that's how like YouTube videos get good in those sections. But yeah, just automatic bitrate
on all of those.
Just doesn't.
Wait. What? But does that just make it? Yeah. It's just hard for.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably go.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, is there any? Yeah. Was there any other questions or anything? But
so tired.
I think that's where we'll end
it. And then
fun.
I'll stream some lumper stuff next couple of days if anyone wants to do some of that.
Yes. So definitely follow if you haven't already.
Shout out to if you're following it.
Yeah. Shouts to followers. Shout out followers. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Do we?
We're not level 3, so we don't have Casey voices.
Wait, did we lose our fucking things? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, we need one more. We do have some excellent sounds in our Discord. If you'd like to use them.
I can't believe we lost the fucking Casey. So annoyed. Oh wait, we do have one Casey thing. Oh wait, where was it?
Enema, give him an enema, short enema.
Classic.
Yeah.
5 bars, 5 seconds.
Yeah. Just screams at the end.
Enema. Yeah. It's lit in here. Fuck. All right. I have nobody to raid.
Keep it on. It's cute as fuck.
I have nobody to raid. Go watch.
Wait, what about?
Oh, we could raid otters.
No, Nia. We're raiding Nia. Exile, bad FPS. I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. Do it up. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't have anyone on my side.
Exile is jump mapping.
Jump mapping. Yes.
We're going for a while.
But thank you all so much for watching and asking wonderful questions. Make sure, by the way, that you are hanging out in our Discord, and yeah, we'll see ya soon.
Yeah, mapping stuff coming soon. You want to do map reporting soon? Maybe this month. We'll see.
Yes.
All right. Later, bozos.
See ya.